stick around because we've got some 5 great fights lined up for you. We've got a boxer who is making his professional debut, so we are looking at all that action. But I'm not alone. I'm with the Dark Destroyer, Bongani Makasela. Bongs, a great afternoon of boxing expected here. As I said, 2 titles at stake, 1 Gauteng title and 1 WBF title.
Yes, Gwena, I would want to talk more about the Gauteng title because there's a lot into that fight. Not to that fight as such. The defending champion Kaya Busakwe, who was discovered by Lihlono Lolitwaba, the late, who is actually a founder member of TLB Promotions, which is staging the tournament tonight. So basically what is happening is that this is the first fight for Kaya Busakwe since he lost his trainer. His trainer, Busakwe's trainer, is Norman Tlhabane, who actually trained Litwaba. So it's more into a fight than a fight.
Absolutely, and I think that's what the story worth telling, and a great fight, an emotional fight for Kaya. But it's not going to be easy up against an unbeaten Talent Baloyi.
Yes, Talent Baloyi, trained by former world champion Sebastian Rodman. He may not have had, enough fights to challenge for a title, but the boy has got potential, talent. The name says it all. We have seen it. Fortunately, even here on TKO, we've seen him fight. So it's not going to be an easy one for Busakwe. But again, Busakwe cannot afford to lose, for he may forfeit the chance of getting back into fighting for the SA title.
Absolutely, and I mean the first fight that we're just about to call in now, we'll see a debutant in Moloi coming in, but also you've got Stomela, who also is fighting his only second fight. So it will be great to see these youngsters coming through and what they can do in the ring.
Yes, credit must go to the promoter Joyce Kungwane for making sure that in her, should I say, international tournament, she included debutants, which is development. Something that a lot of promoters have kind of, turned a blind on. They're focusing in main, like your international fights, because that is where money is, overlooking the development, which is feeder to, the international ceremony.
All right, with that said, let's hand you over to our ring announcer, Khotso Ramoko, to bring in the first 2 boxers.
Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans from all around the world, welcome to a 5-bout boxing extravaganza. No glove, no love. Proudly brought to you by TLB Boxing Promotions in partnership with SABC Sport, coming to you live from the Kagiso Memorial Center in Johannesburg, South Africa. It's time to drop the love and put on the gloves. This first bout is for 4 rounds in the flyweight division. Introducing first, in the blue corner, Frank Sitomela.
Sotomela, Frank coming through, fighting out of the blue corner. As we did say in the introduction, Bongani, that Sotomela comes into this one having fought only 2 fights to his name. So it's effectively development. He will be up against Thabiso Moloi, who also is making his professional debut. But of course, Sotomela would naturally go into this one as more experience, albeit only 2 fights.
Yes, there is that bit of know-how in terms of conducting himself inside the ring. He's fought once. That should ease off any pressure compared to his opponent, who will be making his debut.
And I mean that's another thing that we will have to wait and see what happens as the ring announcer brings in the next boxer.
In the red corner, Thabiso Moloi.
And Thabiso Moloi making his professional debut today. As we were just saying, that it would be very interesting to see what he brings into the fight. We don't know much about him as a debutant, but of course, in case of development, one would say he needs to come out here and show us that he's ready for the paid ranks.
it's a big day for Umloyi. We may not be privy to the information on his amateur career, but this is probably the day he was waiting for, to take off the vest and fight in the professional ranks. So ke konke kubuye ke umtaka Baloyi to introduce himself in the professional ranks over 4 rounds.
Well, the two boxers are set up, and Khotso is going to give us more information as we get ready for this one.
The officials for this bout are referee Ben Kapai with judges Namsa Tuluba, Tony Nyangiwe, and Don Bench with the fight supervisor Trox Ramahole. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, in the red corner, weighing 52.5 kgs, he wears the black and white trunks, making his professional debut and fighting out of Gauteng. Please welcome Thabiso, the Pitbull Moloi. And his opponent in the blue corner, he fights out of Gauteng, weighing in at 50.5 kilograms, wearing the black and gold trunks, with a total of 2 fights, 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 by KO. Please welcome Frank Sotomela. Fighters, come together.
What's up? Come. Stephen. Gentlemen, you punch from here to here. This is the target. You don't punch at the back. Keep it clean. Protect yourself at all times and obey my commands. Ne? Shake hands.
Uncharted territory there for Thabiso Moloi. Probably will have to come out strong, and we'll see what the Pitbull can do. And here we go. Already, if you look at that, you can see already Frank mixing it up. Already has thrown a few punches. It's expected to be a little bit untidy, Bongani, because both of them are naturally still. But it looks like Sotomela is really going out there to upset and make sure that he makes the Pitbull uncomfortable.
Yes, Stimela Kwena is fighting a right fight. Aganigezi Umloyi a chance, to get into his senses. I'm talking as a fighter. Piling a pressure like that against a debutant, it takes away everything, confidence and everything, as I said. But he must just be careful here, Stimela, of not out punching himself in an attempt.
Beautiful
to end
shot
this
there. He
fight
catches the Pitbull with a sweet left hook there that landed straight on the face. That is Sotomela. He tries to mix it up to the body, up and down, misses. And I think for Thabiso, it's about settling down. Oh, beautiful uppercut there by Sotomela, who really is totally in control this time around, doing everything right. I think for Thabiso, he needs to settle down, go with the basics. Jab, move out, and then, keep your distance, move around, because he's moving the right way, but whichever way he goes, Frank keeps catching him.
My observation is that he got caught earlier in the round. He staggered and wobbled a little bit, but manje mangit Nyambega, he seems to have recovered. And looking at his facial expression, he's settled in very, very well. It's for that reason that he is even able to trade with Yena
Sotomela. Yeah. And again, I mean, I'm saying that for me, so far, as we look at a beautiful shot, didn't quite get that one to land. That is Sotomela. But but for the pit bull here, as I say, he's almost, following the movements of Sotomela, and so it's almost like he doesn't have his own fight strategy. So he hasn't settled on to fight the fight his own way. It's Sotomela who's dictating the fight.
Surely they needed this round to be able to know who they're fighting, how is opponent fighting. We will see what happens in the next round.
Round again, you look at, as I said, Sotomela mixing it up. Beautiful jab. You see that he goes there, he goes with the left, and he mixes it up nicely there. So I think at this point, it's a question of Thabiso's corner just telling him to settle. I'm sure they've got a fight plan. So when they go on that fight plan, he needs to execute it. After this round, we're halfway through the fight. If you lose this one, then you are on the back foot for the next 2 rounds. So, because in my books, he lost the first round. If he loses this one, then there's a problem. So, I'm again looking at the action here. You can see how Sotomela goes to the body, tried to mix it up. He looks the more agile of the two. You can see the frustration now from Thabiso Moloi, who even the ref coming to him said, well, you know what, you don't have to hold. This is boxing. Do what you have to do in the ring.
Yes, it's a bit unfair of the referee. This is a debutant. This is someone new in this, professional ranks. You do that, you automatically take him out of the fight. There was no need, really. I'm saying this without fear or anything. If he was
1-2 from Sotomela. Yes, Bongani?
If he was not impressed by Moloi's conduct, he should have waited for the round to end. Then go to the corner and say, da. Nonetheless, action continues. Into engibonayo kwena is that ikhona lakhe umloyi, which is meant by Stephen Msimanga, a former, top boxer. Ngati, they have not figured out exactly how to fight Usotomela. Usotomela takes the fight to them, which is the good thing, because this guy is a debutant. Akafuni ukuthi confidence equal. Now, the Moloi corner, instead of throwing him in, allow him to come at you, but catch him on the count. They want to go against him. That is why he's getting a beating.
Absolutely. And I mean, you see, a few times where he gets in there, his punches when they land, they make Sotomela look a little bit uncomfortable. And I think that's what they need to do. But as I said when the fight started, it's uncharted waters for him. So it's really going to be quite of a big challenge. You can see he's holding, he's grabbing the punch. He looks winded, he looks tired. As Ben has a nice quick word with him there, but the fight continues.
Sotomela, ekhoneni lakhe simbonile Shannon Stradom, a former professional boxer, the son of accomplished trainer First Stradom, Ganti ekhoneni lakhe umloyi Stephen Msimanga. So these two boxers have got experienced tournament. Okusalayo is to take what was practiced in their gyms bayifake into practice, which is the real fight tonight.
As we come to the end of round number 2, halfway through the fight, this one scheduled for 4. It is a flyweight 4 round there with Frank Sotomela fighting only in his third fight. Let's listen to what the coach is saying to Thabiso Moloi.
Only two punches, only two punches. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 punches, 1, 2,
I like the confidence of Frank Sotomela being on his feet. Shows that he's fit and almost intimidating. As he goes in there, you could see he wants to go and throw the first punch and just make sure that he unsettles Thabiso. So even mentally, and
Break, step back. Don't hold each other, let's go.
beautiful shot there. And you see when Thabiso Moloi connects, there's this short little left that comes in and he catches Sotomela on the jaw. It works beautifully, and I'm just wondering, why doesn't he do that often? Follow that up with a jab maybe, feint a bit and change your direction. He looks like he's got a plan, but what Frank has successfully done is to unsettle him, never allowed him to settle and go for his game plan.
Also the agility. Sotomela is agile. Yazi ulula. He is bouncing up and down, upper body movement beautifully.
Yeah.
Somehow Moloi seems to be too uptight.
And a little bit heavier.
Yes. Yes.
And a little bit heavier. And I think that could be the difference here. As we have seen in between rounds, round number 2, where Frank was on his feet, ready for the next round. But you had Moloi sitting in his corner, breathing hard. Beautiful jab there to the face, connects beautifully, doubles it up again. That is Frank Sotomela as he makes Moloi miss. Again, he connects beautifully. I mean, Sotomela, and I think if he fights this way, look at that, he feints and then connects, goes down to the body, tries to get that uppercut. Another beautiful shot to the jaw. He is having fun now. I think he's settled down, Frank. He knows what he needs to do. Beautiful shot to the jaw.
Beautiful combinations. When the upper body movement makes life very easy for Sotomela. Not to use his hands to parry or block armor punches. At the same time, this Sotomela fights like a seasoned campaigner. He mixes his punches beautifully. He knows exactly which punch to land where.
Absolutely. Quite impressed with him on the third round. And I think the first 2 rounds he was learning his man, trying to understand. Now he's quite comfortable. If this fight could go on for another 2-3 rounds, he would probably put his man on the floor. But there's only 1 more round to go. It's a 4-rounder. But so far, I have him winning all 3 rounds. Bongani?
Yes, I cannot foul you on that. And I just wanted to mention something. I was looking at Sotomela. Check his breathing. Relaxed. The pace at which they fought this fight, you would expect him to breathe heavily by now. But njengobubona ikhona lakhe ekhoneni lakhe umntaka Moloi ama sign ukuthi ngisempini usephefumulela phezulu. Little bit heavy for that weight division. Kanti on the other hand,
right, looking at the action there again, you see that Sotomela connecting again. You see, and this is what I love about it. But see, every time he comes out, that is Moloi, he misses, and then that allows Sotomela to come out there, and then he can either throw in a punch. Let's take a listen to Moloi's corner and hear what they say.
It's double in a right. All those 2 punches paid. Ungayivila phe lo jab le ngoba ushaya jab iyakwazi ukuhlala i-right ungayivila phe ehasha mfana ngithi ehasha force
Fourth and final round. Another thing that we picked up in between rounds, you saw Sotomela stood up. He was on his feet long before they were called in. And I think now it's time for Moloi. He's got 3 minutes to try and impress, even if he loses the fight. But this is where he needs to throw everything. And there he goes. I mean, mix it up, throw everything. The fight is already lost. And maybe, who knows, you get a lucky punch, you get your first win. That was a slip. That's a trip. Absolute. They tripped. But you see, he's unsettling him a bit. He's not allowing Sotomela to dictate the fight. He needs to do that. But Sotomela beautifully fighting on the back foot, behind that jab, just keeping him away and frustrating him again. And once he does that, he goes to the body. But I mean, this is the first time we've seen combinations. Yes, he's missing, but he's going downstairs. He should have been doing this from the first round. That is Moloi.
Yes, Ngithulile nje kwena, I'm appreciating, what I see coming out of Moloi. The capability. We are bonisa what he can do and what he has, but he shouldn't put himself under unnecessary pressure to say, I want to win this fight at all costs. No, this is your debut.
It's your debut.
The first fight. At least get out of this ring saying, I've tasted, the professional ranks.
Absolutely.
Now I know how to conduct myself, breathe, do this and that. And then you look at the fight later on to say, where did I go wrong? There's nothing wrong losing, your first fight. Junior Makabu, who is today the WBC cruiserweight champion, lost his first fight badly, got knocked out. But that was a learning curve.
Absolutely. And I mean, he's fought very well in this fourth and final round. That is Moloi. Managed to frustrate Sotomela. As Sotomela again settles down, there's doubles up again on that jab and lines it up nicely with the right, catches him beautifully on the jaw and goes down to the body. Again, uppercut, follows it up. Beautiful, beautiful. And I love the look of Sotomela from what I've seen so far. He looks like a young man that can go places. Remember, this is his third fight, having lost one and won one. So this is again a confidence builder for him, because his last fight lost it against Pumlane Maloney, and his first one fought against Lukolo Popo. He won that one, and he was actually lost that one, this last fight, knocked out in the third round. So for him also to get another full 4-rounder, being in control, confidence builder for the young man. And as I said, I like the look of him. Only his third fight definitely is more for us to see.
Yes, Kwena Ngempela akukho ukudlula logo. He's a young man with, a bright future. If we are to talk about, what we see or we are seeing tonight, there's only one little thing I don't like or didn't like about him. He forgets that he's got a man standing right in front of him. He carries on as if he is the only one in the room.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I think they know it should be a straightforward decision, unanimous, I think.
It is a unanimous decision.
Yeah.
We are not trained to do this, but we can see.
40-36.
Wow. So ubiza na manamba. Well done, Mazat.
As we take a look at the slow-mo there, again, you see that's the beautiful shot. And when he doubles up, look at that, he catches him beautiful square on the jaw. And I mean, at that point, you could see the confidence again of Sotomela going in. But I was honestly impressed with Moloi in the fourth round.
He came out guns blazing. He did the best he could do to take his men out. Unfortunately, he was fighting a boy who uses the lateral movements beautifully, making use of this ring, because sometimes I'm a boxer,
Confidence indeed for the corner of Frank Sotomela. And I mean, look, it should not be discouraging for Moloi. Professional debut, stood all the rounds, did not get knocked out. was a bit intimidated in the first two. When he got time to settle in, we could see flashes of what he can do, you know, and hopefully, I think he needs to hit the gym a little bit more. I feel like he's carrying a little bit of water, you know, a little bit heavy for this division. Those small things, get them working, and then maybe we can see a little bit more from him.
Yes, nervousness, what it was expected. It's the first fight. You know, some boxers get nervous fighting their first amateur fights. This is pro ranks. At least now he knows the feel of being in a professional ring, you know, having to do or away with some of the things he got away with them in the amateurs. In the amateurs, they are protected by head guards if they still wear them. Here, he punched Ilenda right. Listen, he did very well.
He acquitted himself,
Yes.
very well in this. I think our ring announcer, Hotso Ramopo, is ready to give us the result. So we're still awaiting the results there. I think it's been finalized. Ben Ngapai is standing by with the two boxers, and we're going to hand you over to one more time to our ring announcer, Hotso Ramopo.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight goes the distance. Let's give these warriors a big round of applause. And we come to the judge's decision. Judge Namsa Chiluba scores this bout 39-37 to Frank. Judge Tony Nyangiwe scores this bout 39-37. And Don Bench scores this bout 40-36. And your winner by unanimous decision, Frank Sotomela.
Unanimous point decision. When
I did say 40-36, and I can understand the 39-37 from the other two judges, because the last round, I think one can argue that you know, Muloi might have swayed it the other way. But all things considered,
no, actually, if you remove one from 37,
it's 40.
It's 40-36.
Yeah. So
40-36.
Absolutely.
Well done.
Thank you. On my professional debut as a judge. We. All right, we are building up to the next fight, the junior lightweight, 58.97, also a 4-rounder. Remember that the main event is a WBF All Africa title that is vacant. Is it at stake? But before that, also we also have another title fight, that is the Gauteng title fight. We also have a ladies fight that has been lined up for you. So this is a great afternoon of boxing that we're looking forward to. But of course, at the next and upcoming fight, it's a 4-rounder, as I did say, junior lightweight, that will see Joachim Makadua up against Caden Truter. And of course, Caden Truter will be coming into this fight with 3 fights, no losses to his name, 2 by way of knockout. We're expecting him to at least dominate a bit there. When you look at the other side, you've got Joachim Makadua, who still is yet to win a fight. So maybe an easier fight for Truter. With that said, we're going to hand you over to our ring announcer, Khotso Ramopo, to bring in the boxers.
Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is for 4 rounds in the junior lightweight division. Introducing first in the red corner, Joachim Magadia.
Joachim Magadia, no wins to his name. 2 losses, 1 draw, 3 fights. I don't know what to read from him, Bongani. If you look at the opponent, 3 wins, 3 fights. Is he coming into this fight, you know, to boost Caden Truter's record, or is he a true contender? That question will be answered in the 4 rounds.
Yes, in life, you know, you need that one moment or opportunity, particularly when things have not been going well for you, to turn them around. Mhlawumbe namhlanje uMakadula, this is the fight azoyisebenzisa to turn things around for himself and register his first victory. Njengoba eshaywe wehlulwa ezimbili ezendlule kanti eyodwa wayilwa ngokulinganisa.
And Truter.
Caden Truter fighting out of Hot Box Gym. You'll see a familiar face next to him. And in the corner, that is the face of Colin Nathan. A prospect, one can say. 3 out of 3, 2 by way of knockout. What does he bring into the fight, Bongani?
The advantage Truter is that he spent quality time in the amateurs. He's got quite a history behind him. Nje osekwenzakala ukuthi ke manje useku professional ranks, and you know, it's his third fight. The boy knows too well what is at stake for him.
Absolutely, and as we did say, you know, like going into this fight like this, it is very interesting to see how what the approach will be. Okay, I think they're swapping corners there, Bongani.
Yes, there was a mistake of the corners.
Does it matter?
A lot, because it confuses. If they don't, it confuses the cards, the scoring.
Oh, I see.
Yes, though the judges may think they are scoring the fight in favor of the boxer in the red, because they don't look much into
Ladies
the
and
name.
gentlemen, the officials for this bout are
I
referee
thought it's
Tony
because of the
Nyangiwe,
muti.
with judges Joel Bench, Ramos Pampul, Ben Ngapai, with fight supervisor Thox Ramahole. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the fighters. He fights out of Gauteng, weighing 58.3 kilograms, wearing the white and blue trunks, with a professional fight records of 3 fights, 2 losses, and 1 draw. Please welcome Joachim Jojo Magadia. And his opponent in the blue corner, with a professional undefeated fight record. He fights out of the Hot Box Gym in Gauteng, weighing in at 58.6 kilograms, wearing the white trunks. Please welcome Sugar Ray. Caden Greta. Fighters come together.
Did I hear right? They call Truta Sugar Ray. Yeah, that's a big nickname to take into boxing, eh? Big
Yes. Colin Nomaganjani Nathan, together with Johan Truta, the father to the boxer, are in the corner. Kanti ke ikhona lakhe umntaka Makatuya. Kusewuye uSteven Msima. Oh.
So already we see Truta at the busier of the two, fighting behind that jab, trying to go downstairs. Makaduya easy throwing in, and I mean, see, oh, beautiful. I think we're going to have an exciting fight here, and I'll tell you why. Truta, he's a confident young boy, a prospect, 3 out of 3, but Makaduya, he is lanky, he's stronger, and as I did say, yet to taste a win, and he's looking at this young man in front of him and say, why not? We expecting a tough fight, this one, and exciting already with these two boxers coming at each other. But again, Caden just behind that jab, and so Bongs, I'm looking at their stance. What do you read into that?
Ngiyayithanda indlela ame ngayo uTruta. He's not standing square to Umakadue. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that anything that Umakadue tries to do is opening himself up for Truta. Njengoba Truta shaya sharp shoot. Ufika to jab straight right. He doesn't even twist his body because uTruta ubeke Umakadue lapho amfuna khona. And the aggression, cleaner punches, power. Don't forget power. Truta has landed some very good power shots. It's a problem ge boxing eselose ama fights akulandelana.
Oh! Square on the jaw. Goes down to the body. I feel like if Truta connects beautifully.
Uphansi uMakaduya ninabenkosi esiqondile sahlala emhlathini uyabala ureferee uTony Nyangiwe. Sikbonile kuza, we saw it coming.
No, absolutely. I mean, he beat me to the punch. That is Truta. And I think Truta should just finish this fight. Put it to rest. It's
Usengindezini uMakaduya. Truta wants to finish his man. That's very right. Once your man is hurt,
don't give him time to breathe.
Out.
Oh! Falls flat on his bum just right in front of us. Beautiful.
Uyabala uTony Nyangiwe. Incindezi ke leyo seku 10-6.
7.
No.
Okay, you'll educate me in between rounds.
Sure.
So I think now Truta just needs to let him survive this round and then come back and finish him, because the 10 seconds gone.
One more.
Then the fight is over.
Automatic stoppage.
Okay.
Wow.
So tell me about that. The three knockdown rule. Before you tell me about the 10-6.
The 3 knockdown rule. What?
So does it basically mean that if you drop your opponent 3 times in one round?
Yes.
So it has to be in one round.
Automatic stoppage, because there's no way that they can recover. Now, when it comes to
fell flat on his back, the legs up, but you see again when he fell right in front of us here. But you see, that is the power that we're talking about from Truta. But let's take a listen to what the corner Alpha Makaduya is saying.
Jab and straight left, making the point that jab land, but as long as it doesn't catch him, then you won't touch him with that straight left. Yes, your left must be straight. That's jab. Jab right, jab right. Sometimes you double jab in the right, okay? Please, only 3 punches.
And again? Pick your punch. Yeah, pick your punch. Remember, don't just let him go. Okay, wait, sir.
So, Makaduya's corner, jab right, let the jab go. That is the instruction that he's been given. However, you know when I asked you earlier on, Bongani, about the stance, you look at the legs, right? And how Makaduya is open on his left side. And that's where most of Truta's punches have been coming.
Not only that, his legs are far wide apart.
Yes.
That robs him the advantage he height
Yes.
for starters, because
Oh.
Mavula you become shorter. Two, when he throws punches, there is no power, because basically umzimba uyawuforce ngani when you hit or unleash a punch. You
Oh!
Same
Same punch
punch
to the jaw.
Same punch to the jaw. Again,
So now we are at 10-8
in this round.
in this round.
Quite common.
The,
It's 2 points.
yes,
that gets
yes,
deducted.
yes.
He goes down for the second time. It's 10-6.
Okay.
That is why the third knockdown is automatic stoppage, because then it becomes 10-4,
So
which
you-
is not allowed.
You are literally owing 6 rounds. You owe 6 rounds
Yes.
in the fight. Makes
Yes.
sense. But,
Whoa!
I think Tony needs to. I think Tony needs to. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
I think the corner.
Stephen Semang.
I think
up
Stephen,
the-
very smart decision. Absolutely smart.
Yep.
Let him live to fight another day.
Quite correct.
Absolutely.
There was no way that he would recover from that. Never. Winqobile nina benkosi lempi umntaka Truta. Slow motion. Bam! Straight
Beautiful.
on the button.
Yeah. Sweet chin music. Put him to rest. I mean, I did say that you can even tell the way he falls down there. I mean, this in 2 rounds, he's already been down twice. I mean, 4 times
4 times.
for a 4-rounder. So he's already owing us. So he's already owing us 2 rounds over and above. So I'm glad that the corner actually decided throw in the towel, let him fight another day. Good win, 4-0 for Truta, 3 by way of knockout.
And Makaduya, 4-0.
Well,
Or should I say
he-
0-4?
He's got a draw. So not all of them are losses.
Yeah, at least there is that one draw.
All right, we just awaiting the results. Khotso Ramopo just having a quick word then with referee Tony Nyangiwe, who gathered the 2 boxers together. Truta naturally have won. We're looking just at the official time. And let's send you over now to Khotso Ramopo.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight comes to an end by way of TKO in the second round at 1 minute and 30 seconds. And your winner still undefeated with 4 wins and 4 knockouts, Caden Sugar Ray Truta.
Phumile memezelo nina benkosi, the official scoring noma announcement. The verdict is Ngumo. Winqobile ke lempe uCaden Truta kumqhimuzo kumlalisa phansi emziswaneni wesithathu eshaya uJaquim Makudula oseshaywe kuzo zonke izimpi zakhe kodwa eyodwa kushuthi ngoma amagama 3 losses and 1 draw in 4 fights. Caden Truta trained by Colin Nomaganjani Nathan.
Two great fights in action, and we've just seen the young man Caden Truta Sugar Ray winning that one. His record 4-0, 3 by way of knockout. Now the next fight that we're going to go into, it's an 8-rounder. It's a women's fight that will see a visitor from Zimbabwe coming through, that is Priscilla, going to fight against Kolosa Ndobayini. One would say that Ndobayini definitely will be the favorite going into this one. More experience in terms of the fight that she has gotten into the ring. And her record also even slightly better than that of her opponent. After that, we will have that Gauteng title that I spoke about. That will be arguably one of the best fights as far as the afternoon is concerned. The main event that we're going to see a little later on, it's a WBF All Africa title. It is vacant, so whatever happens in that fight, we will have a new champion that will be crowned. So stick around because we do have some great fights lined up for you. In a short while, we're just going to hand you over to Khotso Ramopo, our ring announcer, to bring in the two ladies into the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is for 8 rounds, the female lightweight division. Introducing first in the red corner, Cecilia Pitashini.
Cecilia Pitashini out of Zimbabwe comes into this one, Bongani, slightly inexperienced in comparison to Ndovaini, who has 24 fights, but Pitashini, only 7 fights to a name, 2 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. One would say, if one would look at the record, a bit of a mismatch, but not necessarily, because again, Ndovaini, 10 losses to a name out of 24. So it should be an exciting and interesting fight, but it's a question of who settles down first in this 8-rounder. It's a lightweight, it's 8-rounder, and it's a women's title. So it's going to be shorter than we think in terms of time. So it's about who settles in first and dominates.
Yes, it simply says a lot about female boxing in Africa.
And her opponent in the red corner, please welcome Kolosa Ndovaini.
Yes, I was saying it says this says a lot about female boxing in the entire African continent. You would have thought this is happening only in South Africa, but looking at the record of Peterson from Zimbabwe, it tells you the women or female boxers are having serious problems in terms of getting action. So on that score, it's for that reason that they don't even mind, like Peterson Onama fights I7, to face a veteran like Ndovaini, who has had 24 fights, because at least she is getting action.
However, with that said, as we watch Kolosa coming into the ring, you know, sometimes records can be deceiving. You know, we've seen at times where a boxer that comes in sort of inexperienced, coming through and just really dominating. I mean, there are some special boxers out there that even though their records are not as show that experience, they go on to dominate fights. So one never knows. Boxing, sometimes it's just about that one punch.
Especially when the veteran like Ndovaini faces a closed book like Peterson, it's difficult for her to actually prepare, because she does not know how the opponent fights, who to prepare, and.
All right, let's go to our ring announcer, Khotso, to officially bring in the boxers and get this one started.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an international lightweight female bout, 8 rounds. Introducing first, in the red corner, she fights out of Zimbabwe, weighing in at 58 kilograms, wearing the white trunks with a professional fight record of 7 fights, 2 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw. Please welcome Cecilia, the Brown Scissors, Pitashini. And her opponent in the blue corner, fighting out of Gauteng, weighing at 59.1 kilograms, wearing the red and white trunks with a professional fight record of 24 fights, 14 wins, 10 losses by way of 3 KOs. Please welcome, fighting out of South Africa, Kolosa, the Steam Ndovaini. Referee Namhla Tuluba with judges Don Bench, Ben Kapai, Tony Nangiwe, and fight supervisor Lox Ramahole. Fighters come together.
Obey my rules at all times. Shake hands. First lady must win. Go to your corners.
Having spoken to them in their dressing rooms prior to them coming to the fight, Peterson ugqoke ezimhlophe qwa kanti ndoba yini Kholose umakade bona the current South African champion ugqoke ivest emhlophe nesikhindi esibomvu ubheje igazi ekhoneni lakhe kanti ke uCharity Mukondeleli kanye naye uEmmanuel Mutabatsindi, the Russian mafioso in the corner yakhe nina benkosi undoba yini Kholose kanti ubuyile uStephen Msimanga ekhoneni lika Peter. This is becoming a Stephen Msimanga show.
Has he won anything as yet? Lutho. Let's hope things change his way. But based on the records, and I just remembered, Bongani, last year, 24 September in Polokwane, we had an opportunity to see Petashini in action against Ray Dambuleba. And I mean, if you remember that fight, that's exactly where you could see that she was found wanting a lot, and that's maybe says a lot about her record here. But Kholose needs to stick to the basics. Sometimes it sounds cliche, but basics, box behind the jab. She's going to the body and trying just to let that steam out and slow down, Petashini. But so far, a bit slow start for both boxers.
Kumbuza umbukeli nomlaleli ekhaya, what happened to ifight kaPeterson ePolokwane?
It ended with Petashini taken to the hospital.
Okay.
Because, and I remember, it was, if memory serves well, she had struggled to make weight and did not eat, and somewhere in between the fight as it went on, I think she was too dehydrated and just almost passed out after being punched out. And when we were told later on, I remember I went to find out from the corner as to what actually happened to Petashini. They were like, no, she was throwing up, she was not okay. And one wonders, why did that fight take place? But anyway, she looks better today. Hopefully she will put up a better fight than that. Let's take a listen to what Kholose's corner is saying.
Close again. Step back. No, let's let it right from anywhere. Okay. Jab. Slow. Oh. Yes, Josh. Yes, Josh. This also can't go out and do it. You don't get on 1, 2. Can I jump? Gonna get that. But you also go mila. You won't get out blow a jump. You won't tanga. You won't go down side. Tanga. I don't go to them. You go to flip. You went upside.
And in that fight, Kwena Polokwane, it was a women-only tournament.
I remember
staged
very
by
well,
the same
by the same promoter, TLB.
Ndoba yini Kholose looked beautifully, retaining the SA title against yes, anyway, Zawkumbula Nlabenkosi. She looked beautifully, and why am I emphasizing that? It's because many a times Ndoba yini Kholose has come into the ring not looking great in terms of physique.
Bonita van Jaarsveld.
Thank you, Kwena. But in that fight, Kholose came looking the part physically, and what she did inside that ring at Miropa Casino was just out of this world.
No, I remember very well. And I mean, Bonita actually fought very well, but Kholose was just on top of her game. So far into this second round of this one scheduled for 8, Bongani, You know, I've seen that one thing is that Ndobayini, I don't know whether maybe it's something that they've picked up, that they've seen. She's been concentrating more on the body shots. She's been going down the pantry quite a lot against Cecilia Petashini.
That is what an experienced fighter like Kolosa will do. Hit that body because, you know, again, it sounds cliche. You hit the stomach, the body
will follow.
The body will fall. That's the basic, you know, in this sport of boxing. Only veterans, experienced fighters like Kolosa will know and understand that. Maybe credit to his corner, because definitely what she is doing inside that ring, yinto abayikhulume bebonke. Before you know it, those body shots will take a toll.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So domination and control there by Kolosa Ndobayini. Although I have seen at some point where when Cecilia Petashini connects, it almost looked like she's unsettles Ndobayini a little bit. A few punches, really, not much that has been happening. As we look again, see, those are the body shots down to the body that I'm talking about, that Ndobayini has been, and they're doing the job. And here you see she mixes it up, goes downstairs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then goes up 1, 2. Complete dominance.
And just like in the corner.
Yes, coach. Yes,
Are you
coach.
feel that?
Yeah, I'm still okay, coach.
All right, good. Okay, you feel the one about three, no? You feel good, everything is so nice, no?
Yes, coach. Yes, coach.
Mzuzwana wesikhathi bengisathi ngiyachaza kuwena ukuthi into engiyithandayo ngoKholosa, when she hits that body akashayi ipunch eyodwa. She hits both sides of the body. Kusho ukuthi if this ayizange ikuphazamise, the other is definitely going to disturb you. Each punch complements the other, and she's doing that beautifully. And then bese evala phezulu.
Yeah. Complete its balance.
Yep.
What you do on the left, you on the right.
That's right. And Uma Uti, you are looking for a ring generalship, and the
sweet.
boxer
1,
who
2, 3.
throws accurate punches, cleaner. Kolosa ticks all the boxes. She's pushing Patterson backwards. She's been doing that from the first round. Not just pushing, effective aggression.
Oh, beautiful.
Scoring with beautiful punches. Jengoba Ubona. Patterson osencindezini ekhoneni mina because Patterson is now fighting back. There's a difference fighting to win and fighting because you're fighting back.
Yeah.
That is what Peterson is doing. Gowami umbono.
Cecilia Petashini of Zimbabwe up against Kolosa Ndobayini of South Africa, coming out of Qunu in the Eastern Cape, or is it Qumbu? Is it Qumbu or Qunu? Okay. Ndobayini in complete dominance in this fight. It's scheduled for 8. Although I feel, Bongani, that right now, as we're into round number 3, going into the 4th round, which is halfway in the fight, right?
Yeah.
Ndobayini maybe needs to change the strategy a bit. See, I love that again. She's still doing 1, 2, 3 to the body, and then goes upstairs 1, 2. I think she needs to at least let her hands go a little bit, especially when she goes to the body. You see that beautiful uppercut. I would love to see more of that, and I think because it might settle or unsettle Cecilia. You need to, when she goes upstairs, let your hand go, throw them in a bit of power. Maybe she might just put her down. Let's take a listen to what the corners have to say.
Mapanje auskuridisa, you are not on the move. Maskira tenga kuchita ma side step, auskuita. Ndikwaona. Umobila kuti munhu arove unourova. Ona
Doba yini Kholosa angazi mhlawumbe yimi ngibona engathi uphefumulela emzimeni nyana angazi mhlawumbe ihit noma mhlawumbe imina obona lo
mhlawumbe ikhismus.
yes kodwa she wow that's over she's bowling.
That's what I've been saying, that let the hands go now. We are in the 4th round. You've seen what this lady can do. Let your hands go.
You know, there is a debate that is going on regarding female boxing to say, how about to say, why not increase the number of time, as in minutes, to
So it's
3
instead of 2 minutes.
Yes, to 3, and then you reduce the number of the rounds in a title fight to 8, because the feeling is that last 1 minute separates boys from men, and in women boxing 2 minutes is just not good enough. When you think you are now watching action,
It's over. Yeah.
What would be your take on that?
And also, Bongani, more than anything, I think we live in a world where the equality, especially in sport, you know, there's absolutely no reason why women should not be fighting 3 minutes. When they train like men. They train the same gyms. They have male boxers. They, male trainers and so on. Some of them, even when they go into sparring ahead of fights, they spar with boys. So I think just generally, whether it's a 10 rounder or a 12 rounder or 8 rounder, 3 minutes, and it does rob us of the action. You see, right now it's warming up. Boom, it's gone.
Yep, it's a topic that requires the head honchos of boxing throughout the world to hold a symposium and talk about it. Sila Ekahiso Memorial, Nina Benkosi, TLB Promotions, Nangu Ndobayini Kolose, Uyashaya Lesisu, midsection, she's taking out all that stamina, Akupuge, beautifully ashaye ezimbili entathu ekhanda kanti ke naye uPatashini uthi naye kukhona akusukele eZimbabwe ukuzokwenza. She refuses to be bullied by uKholosa, despite the fact that most of the time she fights from the back foot, but she still lets her hands go.
Absolutely. She's been totally dominated, and so far, personally, I'm struggling to give any rounds after 4 to Petashini, and with 4 more rounds halfway through the fight, it's going to be a very tough one. If she is going to win this fight, she needs to at least score a knockdown or 2 and possible knockout.
Yes, engakusho nje Nkosi yami, at least ungenile eringini nina benkosi uPatashini emva kokuba empini yakhe yokugcina waphuthunyiswa esibhedlela.
Absolutely.
Ngezimo ezithile nina benkosi. Yes, kusho ukuthi this shows i-recovery. Nje esesingakufisa ukuthi kube khona lento eyenzakalayo engingayazi ukuthi ibizwane for female boxers to get action.
Yeah, it is something that I don't know, and it's great that promoters like TLB are putting together fights like this, putting female boxing on the map again, on their bills. Remember a conversation that we had with the new director of operations at Boxing South Africa, was saying that it's something that they need to put as a rule, to say female boxers need to get action in almost all the bills that have been sanctioned by Boxing South Africa.
At the same time, you look at the number of registered female boxers, it's about 20. You will have a situation where they will fighting one boxer fighting the same opponent more than 4 times, if they are to feature prominently as in 2 fights in a tournament. Before you know it, there will be no opponents but
The same person. How many times have we seen? Is it Mukebisi and who? Trying to remember, but I think they fought like 3-4 times, 5 times. Rita Muhwebi. June. Right, let's take a listen to the corners.
I'm fine, boss. But I'm squeezed. I'm okay. But I'm squeezed. I'm squeezed my job. I'm squeezed my side step, but it's gone. My side step, back step, canal go up, back step. It's in the hand school one. Oh, okay.
It's round number 6 now.
Yes, coach.
I wrote a very good round.
Yes,
Start. It works nice. Nice right.
Yes, coach.
Nice. It works nice.
Yes, coach.
When I ride with only round to go. The other day, put pressure. These are the championship rounds. The way I fight, but put that pressure. Anyway, protect yourself.
Let's go get.
Owesihlanu umzuliswano nenabenkosi empini yezintokazi phakathi kwakhe uNdobayini Kholosa from Equnu, who is based in Johannesburg, wearing red and white trunks and a vest, kanye naye uCecilia Patashini, all white from Zimbabwe. It's an 8-rounder, non-title fight to keep intokazi busy because kunesikhalo ukuthi they are not getting fights.
Absolutely. As we are into the 5th round of this fight, scheduled for 8, it's a lightweight, 61.24 kilograms. Petashini weighed in at 58 rather, 0.0, slightly weighing lighter than Kholosa Ndobayini, who came in at 59.1. Ndobayini wearing the red and white with the clear TLB logo there on her pants. And of course the opponent from Zimbabwe, that is Cecilia Patashini. And Patashini has been, if anything, Bongani, surviving.
Yes, when from the very first round, like we said, that she's fighting Njengo Muntu, who's fighting back, not fighting to win. We should retaliate. We are pinned the same. We would love to see a round where she will take action to Ndobayini Kholosa and see what happens when she actually forces Ndobayini Kholosa to fight on the back foot. Right now, it's a one-sided,
one-way street. Almost looked like a training session for Ndobayini.
Yep.
No, absolutely looks like a training session because again, Ndobayini, again, see, this is exactly, and I would love again to see her with that uppercut, just putting a little bit more power into that uppercut. I think it's unsettling Cecilia just a bit, but she's not, again, letting her hands go as much as I thought she would. But again, it could be simply that getting the rounds because of inactivity since then, since September. It's been a while.
Particularly when you are a champion. By now you would have defended, but against who? Because she's fought Umatilito Mkebisi 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nasi, Zibuya, Islomo, Ndobayini Kholosa. I exactly what you said. It looks like a sparring session. She's having time of her life. There are no dangers or even the possibility of a shocking knockdown. Kholosa uziyazikuzela.
You are standing too much. That's why it's just catching your head. Anyhow, move your head.
Round number 6 scheduled for 8. Cecilia Patashini. Round number 7 scheduled for 8. Cecilia Patashini of Zimbabwe up against Kholosa Ndobayini. And it's really been a one-way street for Ndobayini. And as I said, maybe with 2 rounds left, Bongani, maybe Ndobayini be a little bit more adventurous, or rather just be careful, because you never know. You try to be adventurous, get caught, and tickets.
Khona lento ku boxing but schooling the opponent. Ndobayini is schooling uPatashini. Uyamkhetha. Ushaya lapha afuna khona. you know, ngendlela afuna nga- you look at the body positioning of the judges in this fight. Relax. They are spectators.
Yeah.
There's no pressure in terms of having to watch carefully whether that punch landed. We saw the arm go, the hand, did it hit the target? Simply, that says what? Ndobayini Kolosa is on a speedo. Is there something called speedo cruise?
Speedo is the small underpants that
Wow.
swimmers wear. So I don't know if you are talking about swimming. This
Cruise control. Thank you, Dirk. Abantu abazi izinto ke sebeshilo nebenkosi bathi cruise control.
Cruise control.
Yilento ke akuyo uNdobayini. You know, she kushuthi if you want to be taught the finer details of boxing.
Right, you know, you look at this. You now you can see there's already some bleeding from Petasini, and that constant punching has been a problem. So we're building up to the next fight. I did say that it's a Gauteng title.
Wow.
That is Kaya Busakwe. 8 wins, 2 losses, 8 by way of knockout. 10 fights, and I mean, look, up against an unbeaten talent Baloyi, this is going to be, as we did say, arguably the fight of the afternoon.
The Gauteng champion Kaya Busakwe, trained by veteran accomplished trainer Norman Tlhabane, defending his provincial title for the first time against a talented Baloyi over 10 rounds. It's the first fight Kaya Busakwe discovered by Mihlono Ndwaba to fight since his former trainer passed on last year.
Final round of this women's fight. I think, if anything, Petasini would say I survived 8 rounds. And I think that's what she's been doing, at least from the first round, to say survive, make it to the final bell.
Yes, kusho ukuthi namhlanje usifundile Sibhakela, ufundisiwe, akashayewanga kabuhlungu, but she was outclassed nicely. So it's a learning curve. That it's a type of a fight that will make her a better boxer, you know, in the future. Having gone 8 rounds with a vastly experienced, talented veteran like Undobayini Kolosa. Namhla Chuluba, the referee, is having
Yeah, she honestly could have taken a pink drink and sat by the corner, by the neutral corner. Nobody would have minded.
Definitely.
Sit by the neutral corner with a pink drink and take it easy, because it has been a one-way traffic for Kolosa Ndobayini. Although with that said, I must say that the exciting thing about watching Ndobayini is that she kept on, and she has been keeping on the fight strategy. Go downstairs, throw a couple of punches as we see there, and then go upstairs. It has just been constant, over and over. You can see it's something that they've worked on, something that they have practiced, something that has been drilled into her head.
Yebo, Marara Mwabelo. Kwenaldino dlala bola or Kwenaldino kuphi?
Well, I mean, you don't just get that name for sitting and watching TV, right? So those are names that you earn. Names like the Dark Destroyer.
Wow.
You earn that name.
Now you are talking.
Yes, you don't wake up
and become
and eat pap and say that looks like a duck. No,
beast.
No.
There comes the beast. Beast dog.
You earn these names.
Iphelile impini nabenkosi ihlwele ziyaqhwaza zishaya izandla, especially people who appreciate the art of boxing, not they knock down blood and all that. Talent Baloyi. Tough fight against a hard-hitting Kaya Busakwe. But one thing I can say is that this young man, who is trained by Sebastian Rodman, He's not named talent just because, you know, names are out there. In the sport of boxing, we have seen his capability. He's got talent.
Absolutely, that's the next fight that's coming up as we take a look at some of the action from the final round of that fight, Kolosa Ndobaini and Petashini.
Ekafiso nina benkosi inkundla eseyike yaba yikhaya lezimpi eziningi kakhulu zisibhakela nangu Ndobayini Kolosa eshaya ibhakela zakhe eziningi combinations ingxube vange athi jab uppercut athi overarm zithole zonke lezo bhakela kuye uPatashini ombonayo esikrini sakho she's standing ukhombise ubuqhawe nokuzethemba empini okuba mhlawumbe bokuyelinye ibox an average boxer she would have given up because she was beaten emphatically. Kamnandi kodwa ngoba it wasn't a type of a fight where you would have expected a knockdown, broken of jaws, blood streaming. Nje, she was schooled.
Absolutely. She's standing. She was all smiles at the end of the fight. And I think maybe for her, after how the previous fight ended, it's something that she needed to achieve for her own record. It looks like the results are in. It should be a unanimous decision, all in favor of Kolosa Ndobaini. The professionals have done it, and now we are going to hand you over to our ring announcer, Khotso, to give us the final results.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these warriors a big round of applause. This battle goes the distance and into the judges' hands. Judge Dawn Bench scores his bout 79-73. Judge Ben Lapai scores his bout 79-73, and Judge Tony Nyangiwe scores his bout 80-72, and your winner by unanimous decision, the Sting, Kolosa.
Winqobile mina benkosi lempi uNdobayini Kolosa. Ushampeni in the lightweight division. Eshaya ngamaphuzu uSisila Patashini empini ebeyihlelelwe imizuzwana eyisishiyagalombili okusho ukuthi ngamanye amagama
All right, so we are heading up to the penultimate fight of the afternoon. And it's a great fight. There's a title at stake. It's the Gauteng title. And the champion, Kaya Busakwe, is up against Talent Baloyi. Talent Baloyi comes into this fight 6-0. He has not lost a fight. So that is exactly what makes it quite exciting in this regard. However, you look at Kaya Busakwe. The last time out, he went on against an experienced Chifiwa Munyai. He was outclassed and outboxed. So for me, that is an opportunity, or was an opportunity for him to learn a little bit coming out of that. However, today, it's his title that is at stake, and he needs to make sure that he defends that one. It's not going to be an easy one. As I said, Talent 6-0, and as Bongani was saying, a very, very talented boxer. It's a fight that is going to be entertaining, arguably the fight of the afternoon. With that said, we're going to hand you over now to our ring announcer to bring in the two young men.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is for 10 rounds for the Gauteng Lightweight Championship title. Please welcome in the red corner, the challenger, Talent Baloyi.
Nina Benkosi, talent Baloyi, all the way from Limpopo, who will be challenging Kaya Busakwe for the Gauteng title. Ankaze, we've been joined by Ukolin Nomaganjani Nathan after producing such a stunning third round knockout Ga Truta. Colin Nathan, welcome.
Ronnie, thank you. Good afternoon to the viewers. It's great to be being in the corner now, being in the commentary box with you guys. I'm looking forward to this fight, the main support to the main event. Talent Baloy has got a lot of talent.
Twitch champion Kaya Busakwe.
Busakwe was unsuccessful in his title shot against Chikiwe Munyai for the South African Lightweight Championship. You know, this is a real step up for talent as well. You know, some people feel that he could be rushed. I don't think he is rushed into this position. He was an outstanding amateur trained by Sebastian Rothman. Bukaso, who is trained by the legendary Norman Slavani, who can really punch. Seems to be a little vulnerable at times. But I think this is a really great fight for South African boxing, Bongani.
Definitely. Pressure, I must say, is on Kaya Busakwe to defend, because a loss will shatter his dream of being in contention for the SA title again. Nangu Kaya Busakwe Nilabenkosi uyakumakuma umbana wase Central Western Jabavu in Soweto, just a stone throw Morris Isaacson kanti nejim ikhona futhi khona lapho eCWJ. Kaya bathi udestroyer Busakwe, a hard puncher Nina Benkosi, who was discovered by Lihlohonolo Hands of Stone Lidwaba when he decided to go back in honing the skills of the fighters after he had been involved in the establishment of TLB Boxing Promotions. The regulations from Boxing South Africa did not allow him to continue training the fighters while he is a promoter, so he had to choose. He chose to train, and Kaya Busakwe is his protege. This is the main supporting bout to the WBF All Africa title between Kenza Hosi, Bongosi ngesizulu, Makhondo, Nango Ukwena, Ukhotso, the ring announcer, take over.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ring officials for this 10-round championship lightweight title, as a referee Thabo Spampul, with judges Ben Ngapai, Tony Nyangiwe, and Namsa Tuluba, with your fight supervisor Klox Ramahole. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger in the red corner, fighting out of the Sebastian Gym, weighing 60.8 kilograms. He wears the black and white trunks, with a total of 6 fights and undefeated 6 wins and 3 KOs. Please welcome Talent Boom Baloy. And now introducing the champion in the blue corner, the current Gauteng lightweight champion, wearing the red and white trunks, weighing in at 61.2 kilograms, with a professional fight record of 10 fights, 8 wins and 2 losses. Please welcome the champion, Kaya, the Destroyer Busakwe.
Kaya Busakwe once more. We've got to say, defending his Gauteng title for the first time against Talent Baloyi. When looking at the two boxers, Talent Baloyi shorter, smaller in physique. Kunayo Kaya Busakwe lanky, slightly bigger in terms of body size, but that says nothing.
I'm going to say this, don't blink. This is could be a bombs away Gauteng lightweight championship scheduled for 10 rounds. Busakwe moving, which is a little uncharacteristic, Bonks, because he likes to plant his feet and attack in lines. And Baloyi, I knew would start fast. Busakwe's got a very good right hand. We've seen that before. And Baloyi right now is putting the heat on him, but he's not fainting. Moving in lines, attacking in lines, and taking the fight to the champion. Getting caught there with the jab. Both fighters getting caught with the jab in that position. Nice jab that buzzed Busakwe.
Aksionake indlela Nobenkosi uKhaya Busakwe ayithandayo to fight on the back foot. We have seen him in all his fights, including the championship he lost to Chefu Wamunya. He goes forward all the time, but namhlanje he's been forced to fight on the back foot. We don't know how comfortable is he with it, but on the look of things, it's not working in his favor. Kushukutige Talent Baloyi is actually.
I was waiting for that right hand to come over. Sorry, Bonds. And Talent Baloyi seems to be touching on the jab and looking for the right hand. He's also throwing some deceptive right hands to the body. There's the right hand.
Whoa.
There's the right hand. I knew he was going to set it up. Showing the champion no respect here in round number 1, scheduled for 10. Nice right hand again. And the challenger doing the right thing.
Kaya Busakwe is troubled, Nina Benkosi. He's under severe pressure. A boxer's confidence gets thrown out the window, particularly when you're the champion fighting a boxer like Talent Baloyi, who shows no respect whatsoever, but instead making you feel what he has.
And what Talent's doing really well, he's switching between upstairs and downstairs. Nice right hook to the body as well. That's going to slow the champion down as the rounds progress. Oh, nice right hand from the champion. Buckle the knees of Talent Baloyi. Like I said, don't blink. This is going to be a cracker. It's turning out to be a war at the moment here in round number 1.
We have seen Kaya Busakwe coming back from potential knockdowns just because of the power he has, because no matter what, a boxer like Kaya Busakwe has a puncher's chance.
Yeah, and the thing with being a puncher, Bonds, as you know, you can always pull it back, even if you're losing rounds.
Pelilo mzulswano Nina Benkosi. Gempela, you can't blink, for you may miss the knockdown punch. Kiyashaywana la literally. Talent Baloyi uyayifuna kanti uKhaya Busakwe uthi ayiyindawo. Njengoba ubona, beautiful jab and straight right emhlathini. Samnyakazisa uKhaya Busakwe olwa ngaphansi kwencindezi, fighting on the back foot, something he is not accustomed to. uBaloyi piling up pressure, kodwa kuthe lapho umzuliswano sosondela ekupheleni uKhaya Busakwe wadedela esiqondile samnyakazisa uBaloyi wathatha ibreather.
What an exciting first round. I mean, both guys had give and take moments, particularly Talent caught, the champion with the right hand, and then Busakwe came back with a right hand of his own. So I gave the round to the challenger. I thought he was more aggressive, more consistent. But this is very, very competitive, Bongani.
It is.
Beloy is guilty of not moving his head when he's attacking. He's moving in a line. And Busakwa trying to establish his jab here in round number 2. And the impression I'm getting at the moment is that both guys are trying to get to each other first before they get caught with something crazy.
Talent Baloy is also guilty, Colin. When he throws his jab, he doesn't bring it back home to protect against a counter straight. Kaya Busakwe, when he throws the jab, he brings it back to his knees, leaves himself open for the straight right, and Ukaya Busakwe isn't a fananalezo, he exploits them.
Yeah, and Busakwa's got a good right hand. We've seen it before. And again, it goes back to, there's the right hand. And it goes back to what I'm saying is that when a puncher can punch, like Busakwa can, and like Talent, they can always pull it back if they've got a rocky round.
Whoa!
Oh, and Beloy's hurt. Beloy's hurt with the right hand.
Kaya Busakwe ushaya ibhakela ezisindayo kuxega amadolo ku Talent Baloy Nelabenkosi amandla ke lawo behind amapunches wakhe uKhaya Busakwe.
And you can see Busakwa's actually settled down a little bit more and he's looking to counter with the right hand. Oh, nice right hand again from Busakwa. Right hand over the top from Beloy. Good jab from Beloy. Better from Busakwa, but it seems that Beloy still seems to be outworking the champion here in round number 2.
At the same time of working himself.
Switches to southpaw.
Kaya Busakwe lets go his long straight jab.
Very close round.
Very. Nangu uJack Mufuti mfana wase Congo ozobe ebhekene naye uKenza Mahosi or Kenza Horse, I beg your pardon, Makondo for the WBF All Africa title. Jack Mufuti, 7 wins against a loss. Kanti Mahosi, Kenza Horse, I beg your pardon, 7 wins, 5 losses, 7 by KO.
Right? Be patient. Okay, listen out to me. Change your levels, box, catch a jab, throw with him. Okay, throw with him.
So into round number 3 we go of the scheduled 10-round lightweight Gauteng Championship. On an unofficial scorecard here on the TK, I've got a 1 apiece going to round number 3.
Ewuvula umzuliswano nabenkosi uKhaya Busakwe utetele ibhakela eziqondile, jab and a straight right, although they did not land probably the way he would have wanted to, but it's very good to see the champion. Whoa, tatazela, uyaqatazela ubaloyi ubanjwe isibhakela sikaKhaya Busakwe uqedile nabenkosi. Anything can happen in this round. Uyabamba ubaloyi emva kokuba ebanjwe ibhakela.
And you look at Beloy's legs, they're rubbery at the moment.
Yep.
And Busakwa's getting a good job of measuring the jab for the right hand. You'll see him set it up again. Touch on the jab, look for the right hand. Beloy turns, switches southpaw now. Great attack from the challenger in Beloy. This is a bombs away contest, guys. And like I said, you don't blink. Nice body shot from Baloy, switching downstairs. Let's see if the southpaw position helps.
Khaya Busakwe nina benkosi kunyakazisa utalent ngepakela ezibhlungu. Talent Baloy switches from southpaw, orthodox to southpaw, trying to confuse his opponent. Angazi noma iyamsebenzela lento kodwa angiyiboni isebenza ngoba inkinga ekhona ngoKhaya Busakwe. Once Khaya Busakwe lets go his straight right hand, it carries power. The effect becomes visible immediately. Inyawo zika Talent Baloy, they become jelly-like substance. Ubone ukuthi usengawa noma kunini kodwa ke the challenger hasn't stopped taking the fight to the challenger.
Yeah, he seems
to the champion.
He tries, from what it seems like, he's trying to outpace the champion, but with a constant pressure. But he's getting caught while he's coming in. But this is better work from Talent Baloy.
Talent Baloy ubukeka recovery shile nina benkosi from the scare early in the round where it looked like he was ready to go. 1-2 eziqondile from Khaya Busakwe. Ziyayithola indawo kuye uTalent Baloy. This is how a champion, a challenger, fights a champion. You take the title away from the champion. Good strategy by Talent, whether it's going to work or not, but I hope other boxers will learn from this. Nangu uKenza Hosi nina benkosi ubonkosi ngesintu umfaka amakhondo ozobhekana noJack Mavut in the main bout yayo TLB promotions. They are fighting for the vacant WBF All Africa title.
And both guys, particularly Makondo, can punch. He's very vulnerable. He either gets stopped or he wins by a stoppage, which is going to be very exciting for the fans.
Say, guys, fight, get in there.
Fighting on your feet. You got it. Fighting on your feet.
Yeah, in the zone. Right side,
So round number 4 we go of the scheduled 10-round Gauteng Lightweight Championship. Got the champion up by 1 point.
So, my take on this one is that, you know, Busakwe in control, but if you look at how Talent fought in the first round,
and again, you see the challenger taking the fight to the champion. Busakwe trying to establish a jab again for that right hand. He's going to throw it at some point in this round. You know he is. And again, it's going to go back to what I said earlier. It's like, who's going to get to who first? Both guys, it's give and take. It's an absolute war right now. And from what you could see, it could be, Bongs, a war of attrition. Who can outwill who can outlast who can take it better?
Yes. Inkinga that I have with Khaya Busakwe is too upright. And at some point, I feel that he is not taking full advantage of his height. I don't know how does he get caught by straight punches from a shorter boxer like Talent, who, in my opinion, in order to get through to or below or under the long arms, Busakwe must bob, weave, and throw roundhouse punches. But he is able to land straight punches against a taller boxer like Busakwe.
And you've seen Baloy seems to be a lot calmer now going into round number 4, getting behind his jab, working the combinations. Both fighters falling into a clinch now. Tabaspampu looking, and they fight because their hands are free. Now Busakwe holds. So it's interesting. Baloy's calmed down. He seems to be picking his shots more. Busakwe's still getting the jab going, trying to look for the right hand. Again, it's about positioning in this contest and who gets to who first. Again, both fighters can pull it back because they've got good power, particularly Busakwa with the right hand.
My issue with Busakwa is that he knows he's got a very strong right hand. So he throws a jab in the right hand and stops everything. You don't do that until you see the effect of that straight right. If the boxer is still standing, throw more punches. So yeah, he just throws a jab and a straight right and he stops. That is why it seems not to be working for him.
It's almost like he's looking for the shot. You know, it's like he's trying to let it go with one shot. Beloy's boxed really well this round. Box behind the jab, look for the right hand, throwing punches straight down the middle, and it's been a very good round for him. Nice double left hook from the challenger in TLB Beloy.
Kaya Busakwa throws a lazy jab. There is no intention, I am sorry, behind that jab. I mean, he just lets it go because Ufuna Ukshaya, that right hand yake, Asei Shaile up till now hasn't delivered the goods because TLB Beloy is still standing.
Well, it's been a great fight here this afternoon in Kagiso Community Center.
Chama point straight. No point straight. Chama swing, shall number swing. Chapa straight. Don't go straight. Pa, pa, straight pen. Pa, pa. Left up a shy. Ping, pa. We shy.
It's interesting. Norman Schlabani, legendary trainer in South African boxing in history as well, telling his fighter to get the jab going and then look for the uppercut. It's going to be interesting to see Busakwa follows through on instruction. Round number 5, scheduled for 10 minutes, Gauteng Lightweight Championship, and it's been a humdinger. I can't separate the gentlemen on unofficial scorecard bonks, and it's been a cracker this afternoon.
I am telling you, like you correctly said, you can't blink for you may miss the knockout punch. Gembela, sit tight on your chair, fasten your seat belt, get ready to enjoy the flight. Whoa!
Nice right hand on the top from Beloy. The problem with Beloy after he punches as well, Bongs, he comes up in a straight line with his chin up. And that's why Busakwa's had success with a right hand on the counter.
Sure.
It's almost like a cupping, slapping left hook from Beloy, but there's a sharp left hook from him. It's almost like he uses as a throwaway punch to set up a hard left hook.
TLB Beloy, there's pressure. That name, Beloy, in the boxing sphere, reminds us of the legendary Cassius, the hitman, the shy guy who later became the hitman, the only boxer in this country to have won 6 titles, world titles in 3 different weight divisions. I don't know whether there is ubuthobo relations between him and this talent that we see, but yep, Silaika Hiso talent is making a name for himself, not riding on the success of another Beloy.
Pace is slow quite considerably from both gentlemen here in round number 5. And again, Beloy turns southward. Nice left hand to the stomach.
I must say that Sebastian Rodman deserves credit. He's done well for himself. You know, the fighters that he trains.
Nice left hook from the southpaw sponsor from Beloy. Caught the attention of Busakwa. And a nice left hook again. This is good work from Beloy. Much better than early on. Putting the heat on the champion. Good southpaw jab from Beloy.
Talent Baloyi on top of his game Nina Benkosi. Ufake uKhaya Busakwe uchampeni kwincindezi usembambe ngebhakela eziningi zamnyakazisa njengoba ngisho uyaqhadazela uTalent uKhaya Busakwe Nina Benkosi emva wow saved by the bell Khaya Busakwe wow inyawo gone walking to his corner Nina Benkosi. Wow, that's all I can say to you. Wow, that is why we love this sport of boxing. Talent Baloyi njengoba umbona Nina Benkosi going forward all the way, makes it beautiful left hook emhlathini inyawo zaqhadazela zakhe uKhaya Busakwe.
And irrespective of the positioning that he's giving him, because he was southpaw in that position when he hurt the champion, those body shots are now starting to take its toll. It's starting to slow the champion down. He seems to be in a spot of bother as well, Bongs. Round number 6 is going to be very interesting.
Very interesting, based on the fact that Colin, I don't know whether you noticed, when Khaya walked back to his corner, he almost went down.
Yeah, he was wobbling back to his corner, so... Let's see if Baloyi jumps on him. Again, Baloyi starts this round southpaw. Had major success in the last round being southpaw. Nice right hook over the top, pressuring, putting the heat on the champion.
Khaya Busakwe under pressure Nina Benkosi. Kubukeka engathi the title will exchange hands. Ngendlela uTalent Baloyi alwe ngayo from round 1 to where we are Nina Benkosi. Angithuki kodwa bengisathi ngiyachazela nangoke uTalent Baloyi ededela ombayimbayi eziqondile ibhakela zanyakazisa uKhaya. That was the reaction from that, nothing else.
Busakwe still looking for the right hand. Getting up boxing and outwork now by the young challenger.
The one thing I can share with you is that Talent Baloyi is a brave young man. Clearly he can take a punch. He's survived the bombs Zagakhaya, Siamazu Khaya, and Baloyi talent. He's showing talent to this young man. Scoring beautifully. Amajaji awaphazamiseki awadideki, they scoring into abayibhekile njengoba nawe uyibona i-TKO ikunikeza yona lento. There's too much talent in talent, by the way.
Boxing beautifully. Nice 1-2-3 down the middle, straight down the middle. Good right hand over the top from Baloyi.
uKhaya Busakwe, when he throws hooks, uyilanda at Dubai. By the time ifika at Johannesburg, Talent Baloyi would have thrown 1 or 2 punches. Ayimsebenzele lento ziyamsinda izandla. Angazi ukuthi kuza kanjani ukuthi when he throws roundhouse punches azilande kude when he should be doing it ngendlela right. Ayilande nje khona la ekuzana.
I wonder though, Busakwe struggles every time Baloyi switches, eh?
Yeah.
Every time Baloyi switches, it's like he doesn't know what to do. And I'm really impressed with Baloyi.
Up and down
I think he's up by at least 2, if not 3 points.
Before you hit.
But
okay.
stranger things have happened.
Double left hook. Boom, boom, over. Show me. Boom, boom. Double left hook.
I'll be like, put your right hand up, okay? Nice fight up. Keep your hands in. And a quick one.
I'll see you step down, come on. Right? How about you step down? You're strong. Right, please, step down, keep it straight, come. Step back, keep it straight. Get on my yeah? I want you around. Yeah. Go on, turn them around long. Come up to me and fight.
Round number 7 we go, this Gauteng Lightweight Championship. We've got the challenger unofficially ahead on our scorecard by 2 rounds. And as Kwena correctly said, when he switched the challenger to southpaw, he had a lot of success. He's now orthodox, but he seems to be outworking the champion. Putting him on the back foot, good right hand over the top from Beloy. Double left hook, first down and then up from the challenger. Boussac was still in this though. And Beloy's defense, his hands are getting lower and lower when he attacks. Boussac seems to have got his second win. Good jab from the challenger. Again, sorry, it's from the champion. The challenger turns southpaw again.
Talent Baloyi would be advised not to forget that he's up against a hard puncher. He seems to get overconfident and do things ngendlela engithusayo mangibheka because ukhaya Boussac
So, I think one thing that Kaya Boussac needs to do, and his corner has been screaming that, his stiff jab, if you look at round 2 and 3, where he dominated, that was the key. But right now, he's not using it. But give credit to talent. He's not allowed him to settle and use it.
Definitely. Whoa! Ukaya usengindezeni nabenkosi ekhoneni. Ubanjwe ibhakela zanqubuzisa ikhanda violently, and we know the effect of such punches. It looks like Talent Baloyi is trying to go for a stoppage.
Yeah, it seems like he's wearing the champion down. I thought Bokwasa actually made a positive start, but it seems again the challenge. Again, you know, it's a give and take situation. I mean, good left hook from the challenger.
At least Talent Baloyi is still able to smile after being trapped in a corner. One would have expected Ukaya Boussac to take advantage of that situation and let go everything he has. But Baloyi extricated himself beautifully out of that potential danger. Pedilo Mgliswano empini emnandi nina benkosi. Senokuyiqalile labashayi besibhakela, they are doing the best. They know, they have been taught to take each other out of this competition. But up to this point, njengobubona nanguKhaya Boussac ezama nina benkosi ukukhombisa ukuthi ushaye lesasibhakela sikaKhaya Boussac unofficial ngalesikhathi unompempe engene phakathi kwabo ebahlukanisa wahluleka ukuziphatha uBoussac wadedela isibhakela, it grazed ichin or ijaw noma ijaw yakhe uTalent, kanti ke ureferee babhekile wabakhuza. You can't do that.
Okay, discipline.
Going to round number 8, you heard Sebastian Rothman playfully slapping his fighter, saying, remember discipline. So that obviously means stay tight, be cautious of what you throw, pick your punches. And officially, I got the challenger up by 3 points going into round number 8. It's been a great contest so far.
I have Busakwe winning at least 2 rounds so far out of 8. 1 or 2 close, but the challenger has been dominant. I'm just hoping, Colin, that at the end of it all, if it goes the distance, we have a fair result.
You know what's fair in boxing? You know, round number 8 scheduled for 10 of the Gauteng lightweight champion, Beloy the challenger, doing really, really well, boxing smart here this afternoon. Had some rocky moments early on in this contest against the defending champion, Busakwe. Nice right hook to the body from the challenger.
I don't want to sound as if I'm making an excuse on behalf of Ukaya Busakwe. I think he's ring rust. He has never been able to get going. You know, in the Alwangayo, it takes me back to the fight we witnessed during the week between Pila Mponchane and Sibusiso Zingange. Mponchane just couldn't get going. Zingange took advantage of that and he climbed on top of him, dethroning him as the South African junior lightweight champion. Mponchane had not fought for almost 2 years, whereas Uzingange had a fight in December. I'm saying I am not making excuse for Ukaya, but something just is not happening. Not taking away credit from talent Baloyi, because in Gambela talent Baloyi, no one is making him a favor. Where's Luen?
Oh, it was a good right hand. It was a good right hand from Busakwe. And Beloy felt that shot. And he's still on rubbery legs. Beloy seems to be in trouble here. He really seems to be in trouble here. He walked onto a right hand from the champion, and his legs did a dance. Switches southpaw now.
You know, Mangpege Indlela, how Busakwe throws punches. It reminds me of Edward Spoiler Mpofu. You know, but Mpofu would hit the target. Kaya Busakwe is missing. Look at those roundhouse. I don't know whether it's me. Anyway, he should stick to straight punches because he's got the height and the reach. Stop roundhouse punches, your hooks.
I will still give this round to Baloyi, but I think he was smart because he got caught. Actually, the round to Busakwe, but Baloyi was very smart because he kept on just trying to destabilize Busakwe from getting a rhythm. You know, he was holding on. When he got caught, he just destabilized him. And if you look at that, that's where exactly again.
That's the right hand.
What Busakwe should have been doing, using that stiff right, but he just has been carrying it like a handbag today.
Yeah, I thought it was a good round for the champion. Unofficially still I got the challenger up by 2 points. It's been a great contest. You know, Busakwe still got lots of power. And one of the issues that we need to consider as well, although talent's taking the fight to the champion, there's a saying in boxing that goes, never follow a puncher. Both guys can punch, particularly Busakwe with the right hand. Round number 9, the penultimate round of this championship contest here this afternoon. Nice right hand over the top from the challenger. Oh, nice body shot from the champion. Right hand to the stomach. Nice right hand again. Forces Beloy to hold. And Busakwe to hold. The pace has been crazy here this afternoon.
I know it looks easy from the outside looking in, but again, Kaya Busakwe should keep his opponent at bay. Straight jab, straighten his arms. Baloyi will struggle to get through those long arms, but ngendlela alwa ngayo, I don't know.
Nice right hand, lead right hand from the challenger. Clumsy work from both fighters. Oh, that's a good attack from the challenger. Had the opening and took advantage of it.
Abasathandani kwala baze bahlukaniswa uthabo sebebambene ngalendlela.
Both fighters seem to be exhausted.
They are.
The better work coming from the challenger in round number 9.
It's been an energy-sapping fight. You will understand why they are exhausted. Also the heat.
Very hot in here this afternoon. Tough round to score, although I think the challenger scores some effective right hands.
There is something I need to be educated, Ngayo. When the jab did not land, why do you follow up with the right?
It's a reflex action, I guess. It's something that has been practiced.
3 minutes to change your life.
1 round to go. The champion is in trouble.
You got this.
Yeah, I mean, look, officially I've got him 3 points down.
Yeah.
He needs a knockdown or maybe even a stoppage now to win this contest. I just think that the challenger wants it more than the champion, and I think that's what we're seeing here this afternoon, particularly as both athletes have faded down the stretch.
Yeah, you can see the last 2 rounds have just not been very clean. None of them, it's been a lot of holding and just pushing and shoving. They are winded. But I mean, this last round could definitely change the direction of the fight. I mean, for me, Talent Baloyi need to dominate once again to convince the judges that he's won it. But for Busakwe, he needs to go head hunting. He needs to go for that knockdown.
He needs to go for the knockout.
Yeah, he needs to go for the knockdown or knockout completely.
Oweshumi umzuliswano wenkosi ongowokugcina kulempi yesixoxo sase-Gauteng junior lightweight esiphethwe uKhaya Busakwe ofake isikhindi esimhlophe esigqize ngombala o-red and green. Mude umntaka Busakwe ngeke ulahleke, kanti udefenda isixoxo sakhe noma uvikela isixoxo sakhe kuTalent Baloyi ofake isikhindi esimhlophe esigqize ngokumnyama omfishane. Talent Baloyi umfakile uchampion uKhaya Busakwe kwincindezi cishe in better part of this fight kuze kufike manje. Abanye bathi uchampeni ubukeka enqobe emzuliswano emibili kuphela, asazi siwona amajaji, kodwa ke kuyozwakala uma kungazange kwavela i-knockdown, which is knockout kulo mzuliswano to end all the debates. Kodwa on the look of things, it doesn't look like such can happen. Baloyi continue doing the best that he can to impress the judges, because in a title fight nothing is confirmed until the scores come out of the judges.
Always a risk. You don't know what the judges are looking at. You and I and Kwena are looking at one thing, and we see one thing, and between the three of us we can agree. Remember, we're sitting together, the 3 judges all around the ring.
I'm going to blatantly say, if Talent Baloyi does not win, he would have been robbed. I'm putting my neck on the line without any fear of doubt. If this fight ends on points like this, if Talent Baloyi is not the new Gauteng champion, Now they kiss each other.
Bayathandana baze bayovuma phansi.
It's the month of love after all.
You know, for you two gentlemen, I have absolutely no comments. And I think that wrestling down was more a situation of both athletes being fatigued than anything else.
So I was saying,
unequivocally. Yeah, I agree with you.
If Talent is not given this championship, he would have been robbed.
I agree. I think he's winning this round as well. I think he's won this contest this afternoon. And I think he's closing the show in style. He wants the championship, and it looks to me like he's going to get it.
So when you guys are saying if Talent Baloyi is not crowned, he would have been robbed. What happens when Kaya Busakwe retains the title? He would also been robbed, or
if Kaya Busakwe is named as the champion, he knows. The truth is, he knows he got outboxed, outclassed by the young man. If all things are fair and equal, Bongani, and I repeat, Talent Baloyi should be announced as the winner. I'm expecting to step into that ring to interview Talent Baloyi as the new champion. Anything other than that, it's a travesty of justice.
Yes, unofficially on our scorecard here on the TK, I've got a 97-93 for the new, for Talent Baloyi, the challenger here this afternoon. If he wins, he'll be crowned the new Gauteng lightweight champion.
Yes, Talent Baloyi Ninabenkosi. Once or twice did he take his foot off the pedal. Other than that, he's been pressing all the way, fighting. Indlela performing ngayo is that of a challenger wanting to take the title away from the champion, not willing, to allow or even give Ukaya Busakwe his card, time and space to get into his own gear, because that would have been disastrous. Once Ukaya Busakwe wamnikeza that opportunity, he's a puncher, he will knock you out. But in this fight, he spent the entire 3 minutes of a round focusing in blocking punches ka Talent Baloyi. That made it impossible for him to get into his own gear. Yes, Shilo Kwena, Shilo Colin Nathan Guti, in their unofficial scorecard, there is a new champion. Indeed, I agree with them. Look like my result says now, Angazi, Colin.
Yeah, I think let's take it up to the ring announcer, Khotso, for the official decision here this afternoon.
Ukaya Busakwe lombonayo wi-screen sakho Ninabenkosi obevikela isicoco sakhe se-Gauteng junior lightweight, kanti sekuuye uTalent Baloyi loyo ubemcele inselelo ecela yena Ukaya Busakwe. Talent trained by Sebastian Rothman, a former world champion cruiserweight, IBO in WB USA. Ganti Ukaya Busakwe is trained by the veteran accomplished Norman Tabane, who is credited with the massive success of boxers like Dingan Jobela, the Francois Bothas, the Malinga, Peter Malinga, all world champions. Ababetrain uye kodwa ke akusho lutho lokho besikunikeza nje history behind the two boxers corners ukuthi who are in their corners. Osekusele okwama judges to give us their verdict. It looks like they have compiled their point, given it to Kai, I beg your pardon, to Khotso, the ring announcer. The referee was going through it. It's just a moment of any given time for him to actually announce the verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these warriors a big round of applause. This fight goes the distance and into the judge's decision. But before we call the final official results, let's please have the dignitaries that are present here today. Could we please have in the ring the head promoter of TLB Boxing Promotions, Ms. Joyce Kungwani. Could we please also have from the department, the Gauteng Department of Sports, Arts, Culture and Recreation, Ms. Mputseng Muloi, and the DDG of Correctional Services, Ms. Cynthia Ramolefe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here with your official judges' scorecard. Judge Ben Ngapai scores his bout 98-93. Judge Tony Nyangiwe scores his bout 96-94. And Judge Namhla Chuluba scores his bout 95-95. For a draw.
All right, so it ends in a draw. I'm going to have a quick word with the two gentlemen. Let me start with the challenger. Talent, how do you feel with the result firstly?
I thought I won the fight because all my punches were getting him right, and he was losing the balance when I get him with the punches. So I'm just surprised. Yeah.
Looking at how you fought and everything that you did, what do you think worked for you to make you confident that you deserve the win?
I think the body punches and the over punches, yeah, and a bit of jab. Yes, I was not jabbing that much because I was targeting the body and the chin. Yeah, that's why you saw me always when I get him with the override, he was stepping aside. So I thought I got this.
Rematch?
Yes, rematching anytime soon.
Okay. Champ, how do you feel?
I'm okay. I feel very happy for him to give me such a tough fight up to the 10th round. So I wish maybe we could have another match with him. He's a good boxer.
The result, it's a draw. How do you feel about that?
I'm not happy about that. I wanted a win.
You wanted a win. All right. So it's both fighters not necessarily happy with the result there, but those that are tasked with making decisions have decided that it is a draw, and I'm sure this is a result that will get many people talking around this. We still have one more fight coming up right here at the Kagiso Memorial Wall.
That is the reaction of the boxing fans here at Kagiso Memorial Hall. Victory ga Kaya Busakwe by virtue of being
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is for 10 rounds for the vacant WBF Junior Middleweight title. Let's please introduce first, in the red corner, Jacques Muvud.
No, it's unfair.
Jacques Mufut from the DRC is making his way to the ring. He will be opposing Kensa Hosi Makondo for the vacant WBF All Africa title, which will be fought at a junior middleweight. Jacques Mufut 7 wins, a loss, 4 knockouts in a total of 8 fights. Kanti nina benkosi ekhoneni lakhe uJacques Mufut Bobo. Jacques Mufut is trained by John Shabalala, who is in Dubai with one of the boxers, Ziga Patrick Bonyeme. I don't know, I don't have the results of that fight. Nonetheless, we are here at Kagiso. Jacques Mufut opposing Kenza Mosimokosi for the WBF All Africa title.
And introducing his opponent in the blue corner, Kensa Hosi Makondo.
Well, Quina, I mean, you said it. There might be some cooking here, but I tell you, the cooking and the food was totally off today.
Firstly,
and basically rotten. Rotten.
Yeah, and I think, Colin, we need to be honest, right? And we are not experts in judging. We have to respect what the judges say. However, with that said, Colin, there is no way that fight was 95-95.
You know what?
No way.
You know what? Let me tell you something, and I'm a licensee as a manager, as you know. I'm going to say this, and it doesn't matter if I get into hot water. When it's so clear the rounds, who wins the rounds, there should be no debate on who wins the round. When the challenger wins and dominates the champion, he gets the round. And so this afternoon, the challenger won more of those rounds than the champion.
Yeah, but anyway, we've got another fight lined up that's coming up. That's the main event. That one is done and dusted. So what happens in the case of a draw? The champion retains the title.
No, Bongani Makasela writes a scathing article in the Sowetan for Tuesday morning. Stay tuned. This promises to be a bombs away contest this afternoon for the WBF Africa Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, could we please all rise for the national anthem?
Malupa Yesu
Ladies and gentlemen, the ring officials for this bout. Referee Pumeleza Zinakile with judges Siyabulela Mani, David van Nieuwenhuizen, Simon Mukadi, and the fight supervisor for this bout, the president of the WBF Worldwide, Mr. Howard Goldberg. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is for 10 rounds for the vacant WBF Junior Middleweight title. Introducing first, the international contestants. Weighing in at 76.6 kilograms, he wears the red and black trunks with a total fight record of 8 wins, 8 fights, 7 wins, 1 loss. Please welcome from the Democratic Republic of Congo, Jacques Mobutu Mavut. And the warrior in the blue corner, he weighs in at 69.6 kilograms, wearing the black and silver trunks with a total fight record of 12 fights, 7 wins, 5 losses, by way of 7 KOs. Please welcome, fighting and representing South Africa, Kensahosi Mukondo.
Mkondo is very vulnerable, but equally he can crack and win by 1 punch, which makes him very exciting here this afternoon for this vacant Junior Middle All Africa WBF Championship.
All times, when I say break, please break. Shake hands and go back to your corners. Shake hands.
So let's see what Muvud brings. 7-1 with 4 KOs, and Mukondo 7 wins, 5 losses with 7 KOs. This promises to be a bombs away contest.
Kensahosi Ninabenkosi wearing black, shiny black, multicolored pants, very tall, clean shaved. Ganti Jack Muvut is wearing red and black trunks, slightly shorter.
Mukondo seems the bigger of the two, and he's starting like a house on fire here this afternoon. Muvud looks for the right hand over the top, touching low, looking over. Nice right hook to the body. Mukondo wants this fight. Good left hook. Oh, nice right hand from Mukondo. He's got a very dangerous right hand.
uMakondo ushaya ibhakela ezimbini nabenkosi odalmete ekhoneni ziyayithola zonke le ndawo ibhakela zikaJunior Makondo nabenkosi eshaya uJacques Muvut ngombayimbayi nabenkosi emcindezele ekhoneni laphuma iqhina embizeni sindile nabenkosi uJacques Muvut usami. Wow, he didn't like it to the body. Makondo touches.
And Makondo's making an amateur rookie mistake by looking at his corner now and again when he should be focusing on his opponent in front of him.
Makondo ulwa eya emuva ke manje nabenkosi emva kokuba ezamile ngako konke anako ukuthi ayiqede lempi.
It's going to be a question here this afternoon. Sorry to interrupt, boxers. Who's going to take the shots better? Both have thrown bombs.
Jacques Muvut is very much alive. Not just alive, but testing Makondo with bombs of his own after being under severe pressure in that corner.
Nice left hook to the body. Nice right hook to the body. Nice left uppercut from Makondo, looking for the knockout. Mavut comes right back with the body shot. Pulsating round here on this vacant All-Africa WBF Championship.
Junior Makondo Ninabenkosi looked to have outpunched himself in an attempt to end it all in the first round. Ngibona ngendlela how he walks back to his corner after the end of this round. Uyakhathazela. Umufut came back very strong. He took all ama punches. Njengoba ubona nangu Junior Makondo, boom! Beautiful combinations, well aimed, superbly executed, all hitting the intended target, but Jacques Muvut absorbed all of them. It's for that reason that he is still standing, going for the second round.
And he also had a very tight defense. Even in those difficult positions, he had a very tight defense. So round number 2 we go, the scheduled 10-round contest. Nice left hook to the body from Muvut. And a good jab up the middle. Out jabbing the longer ranger fighter in Makondo. And now it's Mavut pressing the action, keeping Makondo on the back foot. Nice jab up the middle from him. Nice right hand from Makondo over the top.
This is a replica of the previous fight between a shorter Talent Baloyi taking the fight to a taller range Kaya Busatwe, and he was very much successful in doing so. Namanje na ungathi uyabheka, Muvut has success in when he puts Junior under pressure by forcing him to fight on the back foot.
Oh, nice right hand jab from Makondo. Give and take, nice left hook to the body. But again, Muvut pressing forward, looking to put the pressure on the South African co-challenger here this afternoon. Both fighters exchanging with the right hand. Makondo missing with a lot of these punches and taking a lot of energy out of his system.
Junior Makondo must be asking himself a simple question as to what more must I do to put this man away.
Yeah, he's thrown really hard shots and Mavud's taking it well. Defensively as well, Bonds, we have to say.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice lifter to the body. That kind of winded Makondo. And Makondo comes right back though.
Very difficult to separate the two boxers in terms of who wins, who loses.
Tshama hansi ulwa swin'we leswo swo slipa a ku ba a ku sweswi hi n'wi bela ku loko u kota ku wisa nkarhi wo kota ku wisa ende loko u ya ka infight u nga yimi tshama hansi u le ku n'wi beni kahle un'wana nga tirhisa matimba u tirhisa speed to steal the show speed to steal the show jab a khwiri u wisa a nga swi koti ku count jab a khwiri swi xinene ku baya u nga tshiki mavoko tshama na mavoko ma wena pfalini na masayitini banga leyi a xikarhi laha
Mabaku assisting Makondo along with Nico Ndukula in the corner, giving advice to his charge. Into round number 3 we go of the scheduled 10-round contest for the vacant WBF All Africa Junior Middleweight Championship. Makondo went into round number 3 without his gum shields. Signal to the referee. Closely contested contest between these two fighters here this afternoon. Nice right hand on the top of Murwood. Makondo tries to come back, misses.
There's one thing go Makondo. He takes you out or he gets taken out.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of vulnerability to his game.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it so exciting to watch. And particularly commentate. A right hand over the top of Murwood. Got Makondo under pressure now. And someone's gum shield just came out flying out. Oh, nice combination from Makondo. His turn now. What a cracking fight here this afternoon.
Ziyashayana le insizwa nina benkosi. Gempela, you can't blink. You can't even go to the loo. For you may come back and get a shock of your life as to how, when did this enthralling bout end. It's gonna take just one opening.
That was a good right hand from Makondo, Bongs. Nice left hook too from him. It's one for you, one for me. I tell you, both guys are having success here in this round. Nice body shots from Murwood. And like every time you see a fighter's under pressure, the other fighter comes back.
Just when you think Jack Mavut is ready to go, he comes back furiously and puts Makondo under pressure. Makondo The look in his face is that of someone who is feeling the heat, ready to throw it in or throw it in. Give up again, Ganti. Jack Mufut, who's a round 4 Esiagu, he's never sat on his stool. He's been standing. Umenge nyawo. Lokho ke asazi kunokusinikeza umqondo ukuthi iboxer lisuke lifuna lento lifunayo lingafuni ukuchitha isikhathi liyohlala phansi uma seliyitholile leyo nto. Asazi ke izinto esihlala sizibona nolento esizenzela kulo mdlalo wesibhakela.
Been a very fascinating contest here this afternoon. Very difficult to score these rounds. Unofficially, I got Makondo up by 1 point. It could very easily be the other way around as well. Mavut still pressing, still the aggressor. Nice right hand, wow. And he's hurt.
Beautiful straight right shy out to Mokondo.
Took the shot really well, recovered really well. Seems to have his legs under him. But I thought he was stunned for that moment in time.
I thought he was going down. He's strong, this move, very strong.
Very strong recovery power as well, because he took that shot and he was buzzed. Good jab from him, it comes right back. And it seems that Makondo, the pace is getting to Makondo more than it's getting to Mavut. And the lights have gone out. Are the lights going to go out in one of these fighters here this afternoon?
Definitely. Asazi Noma. Sekuyiyo load shedding nina benkosi. Kodwa ke impi iyaqhubeka yize kunjalo ngoba usemini kanti yakhona nama lights. Let's hope it doesn't get to a point where even these lights that are here will not be bright enough for the fighters ukuthi babonane, kanti kakhulu for the judges also to be able to see and score the fight accordingly, because the excuse may be the power went off. Junior Makondo ufaka uMuvut kwinlindezi shy phakela ezinamandla, kodwa i-defense kaMuvut is so tight. Not all those punches zikaMakondo ziyayithola indawo njengobenkosi. Mukondo unikina ikhanda eyasibuza njengoba besishilo ukuthi osokuyikona okumele akwenze to take his men out yini ngoba ushaye sonke isibhakela, all the punches in the book. Jack Muvut, solid, short, stocky, if I may use that word to describe him. Umile, and uyambona ukuthi no. He is well aware of what is happening right in front of him. Namanje is still standing in his corner.
Gardez ça nécessaire. Gardez ça nécessaire. Why was this? Look at winning and look from the car. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Go Mababa and some farm. Some are soon like some of the Mama. You shook the Galap, the punch, the punch of last time. Mountain, Martin Bamu. Very amazing.
Siyaqhubeka inina benkosi imbi ihlelelo imizuzwana eyishumi isicoco iWBF All Africa akekho osiphethe njengakho leinsizwa zibhekene namhlanje la eKagiso Memorial Hall zilwela sona lesicoco ngokomthetho wesibhakela ke there can't be a draw ngeke balwe ngokulingana there has to be a winner. So far, Tina, in our unofficial scoring, slightly, Junior Makondo is ahead.
Yeah, I've got him up by 2 points, but it could very easily, be level at this stage going into round number 5. Mavut seems to be that Mavut takes the punches a lot better than Makondo takes the punches. And I think that might be the deciding factor, guys, as this fight progresses. Sure.
Most definitely, you are spot on. Makondo, when he gets caught, it shows. Ganti umuvut ma ebanjwa iphakelas ga Makondo uzithatha well in his stride without showing any sign of hurt. Njengoba esho Colin ukuthi that could be the decider. Lempi uma iqhubeka njengoba iqhubeka Mavut having uJunior Makondo against the rope ededela omba imbayi naye ezama ngeyakhe indlela.
And Makondo's mouth is starting to be wide open. He's starting to fatigue. You can see it now.
Dropping his guards to his knees.
And the pace seems to be getting to him.
Yep.
Mavut seems to be outpacing him. Good left hook to the body though from Makondo.
Shaq Mavut, there's one thing written in his face: determination. He is determined. He's one of those boxers who say, I would rather be stretchered off Norma out of the ring. Other than that, I'll fight until bitter end.
Nice left hook. Nice body shots too. It's been a good round from Mavut, the man from the DRC. Putting Makondo under pressure now.
That is dangerous of Makondo to stand against the rope and allow.
Oh, good left hook. That corner, Mavut.
Yeah, you were now.
And Mavut forced to hold.
Who was on the offensive, on the verge of stopping. Ukensa Hosi.
And I tell you what,
almost hit the deck here.
That's going to be such a hard round to score because I had Makondo losing the round quite definitively. And one left hook could have changed the judge's decision.
Nangu Ujak Mavut, who was on the offensive, doing as he pleased. Enzo Matanda ngoMakondo okuthe lapho umzuliswano sowuphelele ekupheleni uMakondo ngesibhakela nje sisodwa i-left hook sajika izinto.
So into round number 6 we go, optimistically set for 10 rounds of this vacant WBF Junior Middleweight Africa Championship.
Junior Makondo has got to be consistent in what he does. I'm talking about what he's doing now. Double jab and the straight right, it works. But the moment he takes his foot off the pen and allows Umuvoti to come back, then it becomes a very serious problem.
Oh, bombs away here. Both guys looking for bombs. And Mavut concentrating downstairs. Trying to slow the Kondoleni down. Now switches upstairs.
Makondo useshaya ngayo yonke ipower ngawo wonke amandla anawo. Lokho okungamfaka encindezini uma uMavut eyithatha zonke lezo bhakela zakhe engavumi phansi, because uMakondo would have out-punched himself.
See Mavut turn his body slightly so the shots from the right side, the right hand of Makondo had no effect. And Makondo is huffing and puffing now in round number 6. Pace seems to really have gotten to him more than Mavut.
When you talk about a hungry fighter, you're talking about Mavut.
And that jab affected Makondo.
Here into that is driving him or propelling him.
And it's the body shot. He was caught with the body shot bombs and he seems to be in a spot of bother right now.
I don't like the look of Makondo's legs.
Yeah, he looks exhausted right now. It was a good body shot underneath.
Oh, Makondo has been complaining ukuthi uyabamba uMavut huye manje who is holding, because ngempela he's done all he can do, but this immovable force and Mavut keeps coming forward, not just coming forward but
Benda, benda Pep. Benda. 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 Are you okay? Yeah. Can't have round. Yeah. Obey it down. Can't have round.
Someone fight away another court. Fight away another. Very more, one more, very more. Can see, he said, 1 by 1, 2. Check. Put it next.
So round number 7 we go. I never thought it would be this long. I never thought the contest would be, we'd be saying, yeah, we're going to round number 7, scheduled for 10, but here we are. I've got a level between both athletes. Hard to separate them. Although I do feel that Mavut's taking the punches better. Makondo can still turn it around, obviously, because of the one-punch KO power that he has.
I personally think that Junior Makondo should forget about chasing a knockdown. Box. He can box. He's showing me that he can do it. This thing of trying to get a knockdown, he ends up out punching himself, losing a lot of energy, because there's no way that he's going to knock this guy out. Mavut, this guy is flat-footed, solid to the ground. Gege Amnoke instead. That will be his own undoing. Makondo should box. That will be my advice if I were to do that. Stoppage, eye corner. Instead, he can be the one who ends up being stopped because of exhaustion if this fight continues with this pace.
Makondo switching southpaw.
That is the face of a worried man, Junior Mukondo. I can understand. You throw all the punches in the book. Punches that have earned you early knockdowns in your previous fights. But this man just refuses to oblige. Probably because he also wants that title. Yakubeka impini benkosi. Uyasibonela ukungakunaki okukhulunywa yithi. Uzibhekele wena ngeyakho indlela uzifunele uzitholele. Thina esizokutshela kona nje ukuthi the title is vacant. Up till now it's anybody's title. Ngeke sithi ubani who is up or ubani osemuva ngamaphuzu zibukeka le insizwa zilingene ngokwethu asiqeqeshiwe ukwenza lo msebenzi lokwesikishoyo sikusho based on what thina we see. But Mukondo, I don't know.
Mukondo is tired. And the reason why he's tired is because he punched himself out. For the last rounds, I mean, as we take a look at the action there, he has been headhunting from round 1. It's not working. There's a few rounds left. Box smart, you're in control, likely ahead on points. Box smart, and you can have this one in the bag. Because Bout has proven that he's strong and he will stand in front of him, you know, and that has been the difference.
Yeah, Quinn, look, I agree with everything you said. I still have this fight exceptionally tight. I got Mukondo up by 1 point.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
It could very easily go the other way, you know, but I just think that Mukondo's obviously worked a little more and he's, you know, dominated 1 or 2 more rounds. But again, equally, these rounds have been very tight and difficult to score.
Sisekhona eKagiso Memorial Hall nina benkosi. TLB Promotions. This is the main bout of the afternoon for a vacant. It's a 10-rounder for a vacant WBF All Africa title, Junior Middle. Jack Mufut from the DRC wearing red and white trunks. Esnobkhazikhazi. Cancer Hosi ubonkosi ngesintu umuntu wasemalamlele ugqoke esimnyama esicwebezelayo ziyashayana njengoba ubona lenzi sizona benkosi kodwa ukuthi ungathi yipi egoba uphondo akulula sekuyoba kuwo ke amajaji uma ize yafika kuwo mzuswana weshumi. We never thought this fight would go this far based on the fact that we know Mukondo packs a mean punch. We know a little Gomufut, but we know a lot about Mukondo. Surprisingly, the fight has gone this far, and it's not by sheer luck, but sheer determination from either side. Exchange of heavy leather between these two fighters. The crowd inside this hall, Imenge Nyao Nina Benkosi, screaming for both fighters in appreciation of what these two boxers are dishing out in this arena.
Again, I'm going to say this. These have been really hard rounds to score. Mukondo looks exhausted, but boxing effectively so far this round.
Jacques Mufut, not even a slight mark on his face after being caught by so many powerful punches. Whereas Junior Mukondo, you can see his lips are swollen. Junior Mukondo having the better of Mufut in this round, having him in the corner, walking him straight into the corner with about 6, 7, 8 straight punches.
exhausted as he looks, he's still winning this round.
Kensa Hosi Makondo back at the saddle. I'm talking about our unofficial scoring is up again. Junior Makondo Benkosi akulula nokho njengoba ubona umhlokolozo wesinqele, beautiful jab, ashay amangwevu uppercut, ashay esiqondile straight right, athi hook zithole zonke lezibhakela indawo Benkosi kuye uJack Mvut kodwa ale just to go down in the corner.
First minute,
So into the penultimate round we go. I never thought we'd get you. It's been a cracking fight, an absolute war, a war of attrition at times. And unofficially, I might have this way off, guys, but I've got Makondo up by 2 points.
The beauty about this fight is that only few fouls have been committed.
Be interesting, sorry to interrupt, Bonks. There's a very interesting stat that if Makondo wins this fight on points, this will be his first fight that he's won on points. All the others have been by stoppage.
Yeah. Umakondo ke lo nina Benkosi. Njengoba echaza umntaka Nathan ethi uma uMakondo enqoba lento ngamaphuzu kuyoba impi yakhe yokuqala ke ezimpini ezingama-13 ukuthi ayinqobe ngamaphuzu ngoba zonke eziyisikhombisa azinqobile uzinqobe ngomgqemuzo wokumlalisa phansi. Kanti uJack Mvut zine kuphela azinqobe ngomgqemuzo womlalisa phansi wanqoba kweziyisikhombisa wehlulwa kweyodwa. Yaqhubeka impi Junior Makondo. Kensa Hosi usalokhu eqhubekile kuko lokho. He's exhausted, that you can see the way how he moves around the ring in terms of the balance, but still he hasn't stopped letting go his hands.
Yeah, I think it's more exhaustion than he's, I just think it's major fatigue. Then corner looks to his corner, holding and hitting. Referee didn't pick that one up, but he is exhausted here this afternoon.
The one thing that Makondo mustn't do to stand against the ropes and allow Jack Mvut to throw more than 3 punches. That's dangerous. He should avoid at all costs being against the rope. He can be in the corner, but quickly get out of that corner because Jack Mvut usehlala phansi Benkosi angazi noma seyanqena uthi sengizwile ngikhathele because it was not necessary. Amaqhinga ke lawo enziwa abashayi besibhakela uma sebefuna zonke indlela ezilungile nezingalunganga zokuthi unompempe noma amajaji give them amaphuzu ngendlela engekho. Kensa Hosi nina Benkosi. He's got a beautiful jab.
Give me water. Give me another. Press on man.
Merci Seigneur.
Papa, au combat na yo.
Come on, let's control the first minute.
I'm going to make I'm going to give a nice compliment to Mkondo on his new team. This is his second fight with Nika Ndukula and Shloni Mabaku, both who were outstanding amateurs, are young trainers here in South African boxing. And irrespective of what happens here this afternoon, Mkondo wasn't really known for a lot of grit and heart and determination. And as exhausted as he is here this afternoon, he's battled through all those problems. And he's still here in round number 10 in the last round. Buzzed with the right hand though.
Jacques Movout Ninabenkosi showing everything he has in his arsenal, either to register a stoppage or to convince the judges. But Junior Makondo Ninabenkosi uyala akakwenzi kube lula loku afuna ukwenza uMovout.
It's been a great comeback from Movout. He's under a lot of pressure now, Mkondo, and he seems to be hurt.
Is hurt. Lento ebesi kuza ukuthi standing against the ropes, it's not working for him. Instead, it works wonders for Jacques. That is where Jacques is effective, when he has Mkondo either against the ropes or in the corner. Ganti, when he is in the middle or the center, using the center of the ring, he fights beautifully. Upanti Movout uya actor naye esayitini lakhe, lento ayenzayo is unnecessary yokuthi aguqe ngedolo ngoba omunye unompempe can buy into his acts bese efuna ukuthatha iphuzu lika Mkondo. Iyakhwaza inkundla Ninabenkosi, the fans, abalandeli bakhe uMkondo bagcwele kuMkondo, shaya iphakela ezinamandla Ninabenkosi, finishing strong. Kanti nabo abakhe uMovout bamile nabo bayacula ngoba bekholwa nabo ukuthi umshaya isibhakela wabo uyinqobile lento. Junior Mkondo is under pressure Ninabenkosi. Uphansi akusiso isibhakela, i-exhaustion Ninabenkosi. He's exhausted. He's up. The bell came to his rescue.
Absolutely saved by the bell. Also saved because he was exhausted.
This is the first time that Junior Mkondo goes a full distance in a fight, and it's a 10 round.
It's a 10 round. So I got a 94-96 in favor of Mkondo. It could very well either go the other way, or we could be looking, and I know Quentin's not going to be happy, a draw. But if this is a draw, I would say it's a fair draw.
Well, that's my call after this last round, because Junior was out in this last round completely. Should have been a 10-8 if anything. So a draw would be a fair result, but I see Mkondo getting it by a point or two.
Bombs, how do you see it?
It's interesting what you guys are saying regarding a draw, because in South African boxing, in a title fight, a judge who actually scores the fight in a draw has got to vote for the winner. I wonder if that is applicable in the WBF, particularly in a vacant title fight.
It's certainly not. And it's one of those rules in Boxing South Africa in the Act that actually needs to be changed. If it's a draw, let them fight again for a vacant belt.
silindile ndinabenkosi ukuzwa isinqumo amajaji bokusiyabulela mani David van Evenezen, Simon Mukadi ukuthi this 10-rounder energy sapping exhausting fight between these two youngsters.
And I want to say this, irrespective of the winner, if there is a winner, I would like this fight to be a draw because I don't believe everyone, maybe McConnor edged it, but it would be a nice touch if it was a draw because both fighters gave 100%. It was close down to the wire, I believe. And I wouldn't be surprised if you look at a draw here this afternoon.
You've said it. You've said your mouth full. They gave their best. You don't want to create a situation where either fighter is demotivated, whatever, when the fight was close. Why not a draw for a rematch?
For a rematch. That was a great fight. I'd love to see a rematch between these two athletes.
I have never seen such a situation. A boxer like Muvud getting hit with so much hard punches from the first round, but he's still standing. Not even once did he go down from all those heavy punches. He stood his grounds, absorbed everything that Makondo had to offer. There we go, Nina Benkosi. Hiboka balandeli bakhe uMakondo labo bayaqula bayamemeza. Uyafila ukuthi Mufut Makondo letting go that jab, beautiful uppercut, follow up with a straight right, senselessly rocking ikhanda lakhe or violently Mufut, but he is still standing. It's for that reason that we are waiting to hear AMA results. It looks like AMA results are ready.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give these warriors a big round of applause. The fight goes the distance, leaving the decision in the judges' hands. Judge Siamani scores this fight 97-93. Judge David van Nieuwenhuizen scores his fight 95-95. And Judge Simon Mukadi scores his fight 95-95. And your decision is a draw.
But again, a fair result would be a draw, and I think that's the judges got this one right this afternoon.
Akekho Nina Benkosi olthathile ibhande. The official verdict or a decision is a draw. Nali ibhande libuyela emuva kuye ke umnikazi walo.
All right, the fight ends in a draw. I'm going to have a quick word with Junior. Horse, how do you feel about this?
I don't feel so great, man. I don't really welcome the decision because I feel like I did enough to win, you know. From the first round, I've been pushing and banging and pushing and banging. But what am I going to say, man? If the judges saw what they saw, then let it be. But I'm not so, I don't welcome the decision. I feel like I did enough to win.
Were you surprised? You started very strong, putting in the pressure. Were you surprised that he could take the pressure and last the whole fight?
I wasn't surprised at all, man. That was the game plan, to break him down first and then go for it slowly. I wasn't surprised. I knew that it was going to take the pressure, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. Tough luck. And that's how it is. So, well, not sure if we can have a quick word with... All right, he's busy celebrating there, but that effectively, just before we go, we're going to have a quick word. Howard, do you mind just joining me a little bit here, just to understand this title was vacant The judges saw it as a draw. What happens next?
The title remains vacant, but what I'd like to see is a rematch. The fight was an excellent fight. I scored the fight myself as an ex-judge. I had it very close. I had it 1 point in favor of someone. I'm not going to say who, but the fight was it was an excellent fight.
So we're likely going to see a rematch.
I'd like to see a rematch. You must ask the young lady.
All right, Joyce, do you mind coming through? I'll have a quick word also with the promoter, Joyce Kungwane of TLB. Fantastic event, 5 great fights, controversy. That's what we always see in this thing. What happens next? I mean, before that, talk to us about just the turnout and how the event panned out.
I'm happy that it was successful. Remember, this is the event that was supposed to happen in November on the 28th, and due to people testing positive to COVID-19, it was rescheduled to today. I'm happy that it happened, even though initially we would have had 6 bouts, and 1 fell off because of challenges. The Malawian guy could not come to South Africa. But I'm happy that it happened. Well, the results, I don't want to comment on them. I'll just keep my comments to myself. As a promoter, remember, they always remind me to be neutral. But I'm glad that it happened. And maybe to share with the public is to say we've got a next stop, which is the 20th of March. We will be in Soweto, Orlando. So people should come there, prepare themselves for a beautiful one again. And again, in April, we will be busy. On the 9th, we are going to be part of that beautiful event that will be happening in Sun City.
Fantastic stuff. Thank you so much, Joyce, for a fantastic event. That is Joyce Kungwane of TLB. And that effectively brings us to the end of what has been a fantastic afternoon of boxing here at the Kagiso Memorial Hall. From me, Kwena, and the rest of the team, goodbye.